Welcome to Up the Gut, the St. Nick of football podcast, because they're jolly and red-faced, but I don't think it's from the milk and cookies. So I see you guys have come to enjoy the Christmas special of Up the Gut. Well, thank you for coming. I know what you're thinking, Santa, but they've been so naughty. Well, I know Patrick really doesn't like those ravens, and he shouldn't talk like that. But when it's true, it's not naughty. Ho, 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 ho. And we all know that Matthew Archibald is never naughty. So Santa, since knows they've been such good boys, he's going to give them a bottle of Bradshaw bourbon. Because Santa knows what's really happening. Those Tastebud Guys, they're going to be on the show, so you have to have some bourbon. So I'm going to have my elf leave this bottle in your studio.
Okay, Santa.
Enjoy the Christmas special of Up the Gut. Ho, 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 ho.
What a play, what a play!
Welcome to Up the Gut Live, the Christmas special. I'm Patrick, and as always, got Matthew with me. What's up, Matt?
Yes! And
Look
you
at
guys
this.
call me Archibald. Why?
Do what?
You guys Santa called me Archibald. Why? Why would you do that?
If Santa calls you Archibald, I think it's kind of cemented in stone. He has lists, and he checks them twice.
No, he can be wrong twice. He's an old man.
No, he's not wrong. Pretty sure that you are Matthew Archibald Ehlers. Matthew F. Ehlers stands for Archibald. All right, well, we're back for our Christmas special, and we've got a big one today. This is gonna be a little different. We're bringing in a guest. We'll have those Tastebud Guys on here.
Yes.
And as Santa said, he has actually gifted us a bottle of bourbon, which is Bradshaw's bourbon. Terry Bradshaw, maybe in the running for greatest quarterback of all times, because apparently when they talk about Tom Brady, it's all about Super Bowls. So he's got to be on that list, right?
Yep. Yeah, four, not 4 for 4, but still 4 rings. Not a lot of people have that.
All right. So I guess we should get to the first question here. Where do we stand on Archibald?
Well, it's not my name, so that's where I stand.
But shouldn't it be?
No.
Okay. Well, I guess we won't.
It would have been.
We won't go crazy. So what'd you think of this week in football? What was your biggest takeaway?
The week of the upset.
Yeah.
Bengals beating the Steelers. The
Was
Jets.
that really an upset?
Yes.
No, I've been saying that Steelers were the worst 11-0 football team in the history of the NFL, and it just goes to show it. They got beat by who even quarterbacks the Bengals anymore.
I had to honestly do some crack.
I think it's some Allen guy that wants to be Josh Allen, but currently can't. My one takeaway was the Bills may be the best team in football.
They got a legit argument for it, that's for sure.
They definitely made that, statement when they beat the Broncos, which it was the Broncos, but we really cemented it.
Well, you still have to beat the Chiefs to really cement it.
Yeah, it's true. It's true, but they're making it look very possible. I mean, I never call that an easy game, and I never write them off as someone we could just beat. But it's definitely possible. It's more than possible. At this point, it's almost probable.
Yeah, and then the Jets screwed up their shot at Trevor Lawrence by winning.
Yeah, only the Jets could mess that up.
Mm-hmm.
But I did tell you they're going to win eventually.
Yeah, but I didn't think this is going to be the week. And we'll get into that a little bit later.
I really didn't think so either.
Nobody did.
No, I don't think anybody in the world picked the Jets to win. All right, well, you want to get to our
special guest.
Yes, our first guest ever on this show.
It is. And you know what? Start out on top. That's what I always say. If you're going to bring a guest on, bring on the best. And bring on guys that know so much about football, it makes us look bad. Because those Tastebud guys know their football. So what
else are you gonna watch?
So guys, without further ado, we're gonna bring you those Tastebud guys.
That's farmer friend, singer-songwriter Lyle Strickland.
And that's farmer friend and jack of all trades Chris Horn.
And we're those Tastebud guys.
Welcome to those Tastebud guys. I'm Chris. That's Lyle. Lyle, you got something for him? Well, don't forget to like and subscribe and all that social media stuff. Yeah, don't forget. Wait, Patreon. We're not those Tastebud guys. No, get down, get down. I'm Patrick. I'm with Up the Gut. So what am I doing here? Oh yeah, this is the Up the Gut Christmas special, and there's magic. And we are actually having the Tastebud guys on our show. So everybody, I want you to welcome Chris and Lyle, those Tastebud guys.
That's farmer friend, singer-songwriter Lyle Strickland.
And that's farmer friend and jack of all trades Chris Horn.
And we're those Tastebud guys.
All right, guys. Welcome to the show.
What a fun home. I want to know why Lyle was staring at my butt in that clip.
I just saw how you guys react in person. I just tried to duplicate that as best I could.
That's actually not too bad because I'm usually staring at the audio recorder going, "Oh my God, did I hit
Is it on? Is it on? I forgot to turn it on." So. You guys clearly need better security behind your bar. Anyone just walked back there.
I know, right? It's crazy.
Just letting guys right in there. So I wanted to start off with you guys and just hit it right away.
Yeah.
And ask you, who do you think the best team in the NFL is?
Oh, well, that's an easy one.
The
Chiefs. The
Chiefs. It didn't seem that easy, apparently.
Ma'am. Okay, so I am not a massive stats guy, football dude. Like, I watch football, I enjoy it. I watch other teams. I have some other teams, but I've been a Chiefs fan for a long time, and it's so good to see them do well and finally have the whole picture, not just a couple of players who are extremely talented. And I know there's a lot of other talent out there, but it's just nice to see them do well and do it with what I think is a lot of grace in the process.
I have to go with the Chiefs, but I mean, I was Green Bay and Brett Favre got me into watching football because he was so much fun to watch. And then I love Drew Brees, so therefore the Saints. Go Saints. Obviously, when we play them, it's go Chiefs, but I'm a fan of the Saints. But Mahomes has absolutely captivated me this year, just getting to watch him play and his interaction with Kelsey and all them guys. And so I've got to go Chiefs. I'm not sure we're as good as we think we are, but at this point, there's also zero reason not to root for them guys because, on paper, they're still number one. So we'll go from there.
Best record in the NFL.
Yeah.
So, we got over here. I mean, I'm a Bills fan. You guys are Chiefs fans. Mm-hmm. Matt is a Packers fan. Mm. I think all three of those teams actually have a legitimate claim to best team in the NFL right now.
What about most improved?
That's gotta be.
We all agree with Cleveland.
Oh yeah.
They were up and coming. People called for this last year, and I said, no, this is Cleveland. It's going to take at least one more year for them to figure it out.
Uh-huh.
So, I'd say it. Nathan thinks it's the Packers.
I don't know. Packers. They're legit.
I actually have not followed them that much this year, so I don't know how they're doing this year. But
Aaron Rodgers is the number one passer, I think, not in yards, but in touchdowns to interceptions. I think he's 40-4.
Okay.
Yeah.
44, and he's the highest rated passer. But only reason I personally, as a Packers fan, don't put the Packers number one because I don't trust our defense.
I don't trust Chiefs defense, and I'm just starting to trust our defense. So, you know, don't get down on your team too much because they are really good, and we'll see just how good when they play the Titans this week.
Yeah.
And it looks like Nathan said that Brandon Allen, the fake Josh Allen, was hurt in Cincinnati. So some guy named Finley may have been playing.
Yeah.
So where should we go here? You guys want to dip into the present from Santa we got?
I heard we got we had a gift from Santa. Yes,
I got mine. Did you guys get yours? He said he left it in the studio.
Here's the magic bottle.
It is. It just slowly disappears.
I found
under the
it.
Christmas tree.
It's right under.
It looks like it's empty as well.
Well, it's definitely not. I found this in my office, and
Yeah. So why did he make ours look like this?
yeah, that doesn't look quite right.
This looks weird. It looks odd.
Yeah, I don't know if that's
I sure hope that this one tastes better than that one.
Oh,
maybe.
wait,
Maybe we didn't get on his good list. I don't know.
Here it is.
Oh, there it is. There we go.
I swear I didn't plan that joke ahead of time. There's literally just a bottle of adhesive cleaner underneath the table.
Was that from when you guys spilt the beer all over? You had to clean some stuff up.
I don't know who you're talking about.
So-
Video evidence of that.
So Santa was nice enough to get us a bottle of this Bradshaw bourbon because he knew that we were going to grab some buddies on this show. So we had to try something new. Have you guys ever had this?
We have not. Although this is, am I correct in understanding this is the same distillery that makes the Duke?
It is. OZ Tyler.
Okay. No, we have not had it.
Well,
Yeah,
it
we
looks like it's 103.8 proof. It's going to be pretty strong.
Yeah, so I just read that the 51.9% alcohol.
Was that its
by
completion?
It was. Mhm.
Yeah. There we go. See?
Super neat.
I just ruined your stat right there. That's my bad.
I got another one. It was rated 91 points by some wine shit.
That sounds pretty professional.
I know, right?
I was going to say that's good stats there.
Where was it? Wine.
I don't know, but if
Wine
you stop
review,
pouring my drink so you can look shit up.
Wine enthusiast. Wine enthusiast gave it 91 points.
What am I holding? No one knows.
You're holding fucking glass.
Where'd it go? There it is. So Matt
This
is not partaking in this. He has his own drink. But I do believe, don't you have to go to work here in a little bit?
yeah, in about 4 hours.
This is
Woo!
what we do.
And I just got home from work about 4.5 hours ago.
That's the way to do it.
Patrick said
Grinding.
he's giving us $200 bonus if we showed up and did this gig tonight. And we're like, hell, we'll do it. Whatever, man. He pays us well.
So yeah, before we go on, let me tell you what I'm partaking in. This is called Gamer Ups. It's a natural caffeine drink, keto friendly, diabetic friendly. I'm neither, but eventually. And I'm pitching it because they say you shouldn't take more than 4 servings in a day, but I've taken 8 just to be awake for this show. So let's do this.
I don't think everybody understands just how much Matt wants to be here. He gets no sleep and just grinds out this show all the time.
You need to come up here. We can get you some Rev honey, and you can try it out. Unless you're allergic to honey or something. That's an energy drink that we have that's been on the show that we absolutely love.
I'm not allergic to anything, thank goodness.
Yeah, this is good stuff. It's all natural honey. It's made here close to where we live, and we've been in love with it.
What does that smell?
So
I
was trying to find the mash bill on this, but I
Are you
can't.
feeling corn?
Oh yeah, I think there's a lot of corn in that, a lot of ethanol.
I mean, it's hot whiskey.
It is really hot whiskey.
It's gonna be hot.
So on the nose, they're saying, what do we say we need to find here? Where was it? Roasted nuts and vanilla on the nose and the palate, with finishing hints of black pepper and waft of smoke. So that's the marketing.
I
BS
wouldn't have got
copy.
any of that.
Yeah.
Not a one.
No, I can kind of catch the vanilla in there.
It's
But like I said, I just feel like this is going to be very corny. like me.
Yeah, I think there's a sweetness that betrays the corn. There is
The nose isn't bad. It's really hot.
it's
but I
really
don't
hot.
mind it.
That's where you kind of gotta.
I don't hate it though.
That would
You know-
make whiskey sour.
When it comes to
Thanks, Mike.
corn, I think of that nog, which is also festive.
It's a-
Number 9 from Slipknot.
So to tell you,
It was corn, and I just did not like it.
our episode on that, we got a reaction from the distillery on our Facebook page, and it was just a sad face.
I went back and watched it, and I don't think you dropped the F-bomb. I just think you said, man, that's wretched.
Yes. And so here's the follow-up. We were going to buy a bottle. We were at a liquor store near us, and we were going to buy a bottle of one of our favorite whiskeys, Bibb and Tucker. And it was a good price. And then someone said, oh, there's this shelf of $10 and under whiskeys. And we were like, well, let's get 4.
Yeah, that's my shelf.
Cheap whiskeys, yeah. And 2 of those bottles were from the same distillery, Cedar Ridge out of Iowa. So we're hoping we got a wheated whiskey and a bourbon. And I'm honestly hoping that it's more my cup of tea, because that Slipknot one was just not my jam.
Yeah, I don't ever want to badmouth any distillery or anything, because they're doing their work, and everybody has different taste.
Right.
But that Slipknot number 9, just especially after I spent like $45-$50 on it, something like that,
Yeah, it's pretty pricey.
it was not.
See, that's the same approach I had. I looked at it. No, somebody sampled this. Somebody worked at it to get that flavor profile. So I'm never going to say it was bad personally. I actually didn't even think it was that bad. Lyle's one that really didn't like it. I think it was not the best,
It's a pretty heavily
but
wheated,
it was
wheated whiskey,
you know.
and I don't like wheated whiskeys. I actually don't think Weller's that great, and everyone raves about it.
I don't know
But,
either.
however, this one,
Is delicious.
What's it remind you of?
oh my God.
It is so smooth for being so hot. Like, you can taste it, but it's not overpowering on the heat, but it is smooth.
I want to say Heaven's Door.
It is. That's
Is that what it
exactly.
is?
It's the
Okay.
Heaven's Door, but it's the Heaven's Door, the green bottle. Weirdly enough,
Yeah.
But it's got all that Christmassy.
Tone to it.
Yeah, Heaven's Door is exactly what this tastes like.
Yeah, this is quite smooth for such a high proof whiskey. And this was $40-$50 a bottle.
$40, I believe.
I was right at 40 for mine.
Yeah.
Nice. That's a hell of a deal.
I mean, Santa brought it.
Oh yeah.
So,
He left there's a tag.
you guys have
$40.
batch 001 on you too? Like, is this brand new? I think this came out this year,
Yeah.
because I'm batch
001.
001.
It's got a really nice color to it. The taste is nice. It does have quite a nutty taste on it.
Well, in the finish, I did not get any of the nose for the nuts, but
There's a little pepper in there, like I said.
see, I get more of the cedary, flowery, floral notes comes out of it, and I guess now the pepper on the taste, but I did not get that in the nose at all.
Yeah.
I didn't come across.
This makes me, like you said, cedar. This makes me want to go chop wood.
I'm always down to chop some wood.
Wood, I guess.
I don't know that I should be drinking too much whiskey when I'm chopping the wood, though.
Oh, that's the best
Oh,
stuff.
where's your sense of adventure?
Good point.
So does the Patrick? Does the who's the other big football dude that did the Radio Shack commercials for so long?
Oh,
I don't know. I don't remember Radio Shack commercials.
It was
been a while.
Howie.
Yeah.
Yeah, Howie. Was it Long?
Howie Long?
Yeah, Howie Long did Radio Shack commercials.
Where's his celebrity vodka?
Whenever I looked into it for whiskeys, because I'm a whiskey guy, but whenever I looked, pardon me, I burped right in front of everybody. But anyway, whenever I looked it up, this was the only bourbon that came up for a football guy, and it's brand new. But it's coming from the OZ Tyler, but the Duke Distillery.
Yeah.
I just had the most. I was looking forward to it. I just knew it would be good, and it was. And I will probably keep a bottle.
I was gonna say, I think this might actually fit my flavor profile a little better than the Duke. Not the Duke Grand Cru.
I like the Duke
but
better
the-
than this
but the
one,
regular.
personally.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the Duke. I just actually bought me another bottle, and there will be
for me.
a bottle coming to your guys' other studio
Mhm.
from the Tastebud Guys. We need to make sure you guys keep that there.
Mhm.
I may have to get me some ice or a little bit of water to put in mine.
This is right up my alley. I tend to like really hot whiskeys. This is great. Okay, so I'm going to be super ignorant here, and who did Bradshaw play for?
Steelers.
Steelers. Okay, I've only known him as like an announcer and a guy that's on commercials.
Nah, he wasn't.
Doesn't he
Talk
also
about
have
as the greatest.
some kind of live TV show thing?
Yeah, he has a reality show now. with
Reality
his
show. That's
daughter.
what I'm trying to think. I don't watch TV.
Oh, that's all right. But yeah, he wasn't touted as really great in his time. But he won 4 Super Bowls, Matt? Like he was obviously good, but no one sits around like you hear Montana, you hear Marino, you hear Brady, Manning. Not many people are yelling Bradshaw, but he did have 4 Super Bowls. He was Brady before Brady.
Yeah, but he was carried by the steel curtain defense.
Yeah, the defense. But Brady was carried by a coach and an all-out good team. So
yeah,
we can go into that.
People, but no one listens to Crazy Matt.
Well, it takes a
No,
team.
listen to Crazy Matt. I listen to you all the time.
That's true. You do.
So I just want to make sure everybody understands this show is brought to you by Joe Flacco, the official quarterback of Up the Gut.
He's not the official quarterback. Stop saying
He is now.
Yeah.
We're just
Bradshaw
gonna look back.
3. So that's why you don't hear about him as a football player a whole lot. He retired when I was born.
Yeah, well, yeah, we all are fairly young except Chris. But
Ouch.
For anybody watching, feel free to jump in the chat and get in on this. We kind of get our initial taste bud, grab a buddy, drink some whiskey. Now we're going to go into the Up the Gut football stuff. So we kind of, this one's more of a free. This is a Christmas special. This is the live Christmas special. So get in here. Let's make this fun and festive. So
I think that's real quick though. Watching the 3 you talk about whiskey, maybe wish I knew more about alcohol because my initial things are always like that's yummy or ew, and that's all I ever have to say about it.
That's pretty much the appropriate reaction.
Yeah, I was going to say,
To be
that
fair.
sounds great.
You get down here though, we'll fix you up. You get over to the studio, just have yourself a driver or a bed.
yeah, I plan on making it sometime in the new year. Bring you that bottle of Duke, and then maybe bring down the Remus and get on your live show as an in studio. But I'll have to crash with one of you guys.
We can make that happen. In
Absolutely.
fact, we're trying to creative. We're trying
Maybe
to
I'll just sleep in the creepy basement there.
we're trying to make a drunk tank in the basement.
Sorry, Matt. Go ahead.
I was just saying, Tormented Gaming said Drunk Madden.
Yeah, we're actually going to try to get something going, kind of a collaboration with Up the Gut and Tormented Gaming, where him and I are going to. He wanted to make a drinking game out of it,
I already
where
do that.
there's an interception, you drink, or your defense gives up a touchdown. I just said I don't want to die, so we're going to come up with something basically where we get drunk and play Madden.
I played
Didn't
Drunk Madden
we,
in 2004. I have a system.
You have a system?
Yeah, I invented this back in 2004 in the barracks down in Fort Hood. Me and a buddy were playing. If they
Didn't
scored,
we have Tormented Gaming a shout out the other night on live? Is that who we was talking about?
Yes.
Okay.
but if they score a touchdown on you, you take a shot. If they score a field goal on you, you just finish whatever beer you're drinking. And that's the only times you take a drink. That way you don't murder each other.
I would still die.
Now, so the beers I drink, that's not a good thing.
Yeah. So basically, what my proposition is we just start drinking and we start playing games, but less of the competitive that we did whenever I won. But less of the competitive and more of the, I'm going to try, the Tecmo Bowl where you scramble back 30 yards and then pitch at 80 and see if you can get a touchdown. Stuff like that. So we'll see what we do. I don't know. He'll have to clarify what he means by nope should be Lamar.
Hey, actually, I've got a question for him because you did say the other night you was bragging about you won. I'd like to hear the other side and know the confirmation you actually won. So, Tormented Gaming did win.
I watched it. Patrick did win.
You watched up to the end.
I went back and rewatched after I woke up.
Okay. So
Yeah, but
I told you that I won, but it was the worst game of Madden ever played because
Oh my god!
I think I picked him off 7 times. He picked me off 5, but all mine were in the red zone. And it was just so bad. Like, I don't think anybody should really watch it because it was embarrassing.
I've never played Madden. I've tried a couple times, and it's difficult, to say the least.
It's a fun game, especially if you like football. For someone like Matt or myself, really get in there and enjoy the football experience. I can't wait for VR Madden where we can really get into it.
I absolutely enjoy the kids play it, and I can sit and watch it like a real football game. I absolutely love watching it, but I totally don't understand football well enough to even try to play that game.
Don't lie to him, Tormented Gaming. I had the same settings you had. Just wait a second, I'll pop it up. But he said that I cheated with rookie settings. I would never do that. I'm far from rookie. Playing a guy with a gaming channel, though, you should have won.
Why'd you play him on the handicap with the Bills settings or what?
I played with the Bills, and I think we're actually both rated 84. So I don't think we just tried that. They're just actually both rated the same right now.
I don't know. At some point, I need to pick up the sticks and maybe show y'all how it's done.
I think last time I played Matt, he annihilated me. Like it wasn't even close. So we'll see how that works out. But what I would like to get into is the NFL recap. So we're not going to go as deep as we usually do because last time it was like an hour-long deep dive into every football game. So we're not going to do that. Yeah. We're just going to kind of brush over them. Like we picked, the Chargers and the Raiders. And I didn't realize until I started watching the game that like the entire Raiders secondary and defense was either COVIDed or injured out. So Herbert just had him a day.
Yes, he did. And I think he's improved his shots of getting that Rookie of the Year.
I think it's almost locked in that he's going to be the offensive Rookie of the Year.
He's really, really good, right?
He seems to be. Before Joe Burrow got hurt, obviously he was the number one pick. Everybody wants Joe Burrow to be Rookie of the Year. Mm-hmm. Herbert had better stats. I'm in a fantasy league that I'm not very good at.
And I wound up with Lamar Jackson.
That's a pity.
But sorry. I picked up Herbert off the waiver wires. That first game that he what was the one with the Chiefs where he just the Chiefs just looked awful. Awful. And I picked him up off the waivers and he was just killer after that.
So Tormented Gaming is a huge Ravens fan, and he just wait, Tormented. I've got some stuff for you.
He's like a 3XL, or he actually likes the Ravens?
No, I don't think he's. No, he just likes the Ravens. I don't want to. Let's see. Chad says Herbert is no Flacco, and he's right. He's getting there. Herbert's trying. One day, maybe. Maybe.
Why would he want to be a Flacco? He's already so much better.
So he has a Super Bowl MVP and a Super Bowl championship.
Well, then he just has to find a once in a lifetime level defense to carry him.
That's not true. Those defenses come around a lot. Could you imagine if the Chiefs or the Bills had a defense like that?
The Bills almost do. Their defense.
The Bills defense the last 2 weeks has come on, but don't let them fool you. I watched a lot of games with some guys around here, and come third down, we could stop them first and second down. Third down, we give them 40 yards. It was ridiculous.
But no, the 2000 Ravens was the last really great defense, mostly because the league's changing to where it's hard to play great defense without drawing some sort of penalty. But that's 20 years ago.
So we obviously, Matt and I, we do our picks every week, which I won't keep track of them this week because we kind of get the idea. We're pretty consistent, 3-4 games a week. We don't pick right, but Tormented picked with us, and he said his picks were horrible this week, and they were. And Nathan says, if you're a Ravens fan, your picks are bad every week. Welcome to the show. That's exactly how this goes.
But real quick, just who won last week?
Who won what? Oh, me. I won.
Damn.
It was close though. So if we want to just go over our picks from last week, Tormented Gaming went 6-10. He picked 6 games right, got 10 of them wrong. Matt, Mr. Archibald, went 11-5, and I went 12-4. So it was close, and it's all because the Steelers are the worst 11-0 team in the history of the NFL.
Yep.
So anyway, I was surprised. Like I might have picked the Chargers if I would have known the defense of the Vegas Raiders were so bad. But you pick what you pick. So we all got the next game right, and this could have been a trap game. But Buffalo went in there. They made a statement, and they made everybody talk about them this week.
Yeah. I mean, that was a gold-plated ass whooping.
It was, and I feel bad for him because I have a buddy who's a huge Broncos fan, and I don't hate him. I'm sure you guys enjoyed that over there at Tastebud Guys, but
What's that?
I know you guys just both looked away from me, so I'm like, I'm going to go to him.
We're getting ready to have a Christmas site. Well, let me see if I can get up here.
I'm really interested. What was that? Was it Christmas IPA?
That's from Goose Island.
I like Goose Island.
It's like a lot of their IPA stuff. It's quite hoppy, but this one has some other added junk to it that's nice and balanced.
So I'm really interested in getting that Leinenkugel's vanilla porter. I'm a big fan of vanilla porter.
The Snowdrift, yeah. It's good. I mean, it's a solid seasonal beer you can get almost anywhere. It's really good on tap if you can find it on draft.
Yeah, I don't ever go any place where I can get it on draft. I don't think I've been to a bar in forever, so we'll just.
It is a little. I guess it is COVID season, so.
That's true. I guess. I mean, I wouldn't have known that because I didn't go anyway. But so Buffalo made a statement. Green Bay had.
Trying to give you an excuse, man.
You did your best, but I'm just not that exciting. Then we had Green Bay. Was that the Panthers they played? Was that right?
Yeah.
I don't have the games up in front of me, so I'm just doing this from memory.
Yeah.
And they did what they're supposed to do. They won. I don't think it wasn't handed, was it? Like they didn't blow them out.
Well, they went into halftime up 21-3, and they ended up winning 24-16.
Yeah. So, but they won. That's what they're supposed to do. Then we go into the Frisco Dallas, which I was the only one to pick Dallas. I went out on a limb there, and Dallas did indeed win. And Frisco is 0-3 since they had to go to Arizona.
I was surprised at that game, to be honest.
I wasn't.
Yeah, and obviously you wasn't. They look horrible though. Holy crap, they look bad.
Yeah, and that just goes like they're getting ready to play at home against the Arizona Cardinals at home.
That's what I was getting ready to say. When you say home,
it's actually Arizona's home game technically, so they're not out. But
yeah, how big of an effect do you think that's having on them not being able to go to their actual stadium and play? I mean, it looks to me like probably a lot, but
they haven't won
3. It's got to be an issue.
Say that again, man. I couldn't hear you.
I said they've been 0-3 since having to play in Arizona, but it hasn't been a great year for them all around anyway.
Yeah, between the injuries and everything, but they were making it look like they were going to do something, but then when they had to move, I mean, think about it. They're going home and doing a lot more traveling, or they're staying there. They're in hotels. They're not comfortable. They're in facilities that aren't theirs. They have to move stuff out when Arizona's home. It can't be good. No. I mean, I'm glad they're able to do something since California shut down, but that's got to be a handicap. I mean, they weren't going to win the Super Bowl anyway, but that's got to hurt.
I agree.
But it doesn't help when you let someone return an onside kick for a touchdown.
That was the first play I caught the end of that game, and I just turned it on. That was the first thing I seen. I was like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, that's last time I saw that was on the Bills. I think it was Hyde. Carlos Hyde ran one back. Yeah.
Oh, never mind. I started to say Chiefs did, but that was a regular kick.
Yeah.
So then we go Seattle, Washington, which I think if Alex Smith was playing, because we all can agree that we all love Alex Smith.
Yeah,
everybody loves Alex.
Hell yeah.
See,
you can't not love Alex Smith.
I am not necessarily in that camp.
You are.
Well,
everybody is. The entire world is. If you're not, then you're not on the
guy. We don't necessarily want him as our quarterback.
Yeah, I think he's a great quarterback for another team, and I'll leave it up there, I guess.
But he wasn't the other night.
What?
He wasn't playing the other night.
No. He had that leg injury, so he was out, and I couldn't even. What's that one guy they had in there? They benched.
I don't even remember. I barely follow him. I really just turned it on just to see what the heck was going to happen with him. And
it was supposed to be their future. I can't remember his name.
Dwayne Haskins.
Yeah, Dwayne Haskins. So I think if Alex Smith was in there, they might have won, but Seattle did get the victory. And we're going to take a really quick break from the NFL recap because Chad wants to know, Tastebud Guys, if you tried Wayne Gretzky's Ice Cask.
No, I'm going to look it up right now, though.
No, I have heard of it, but no, I've not had it.
It makes me think of Ice House.
There it is, right there.
Vodka, isn't it?
Liquor barn, okay.
I think.
But Chad's sent me some pictures. He's got looks like a Clyde Mays Alabama style whiskey. He's got a very wonderful bourbon cabinet. This is why me and Chad are friends.
Ooh. Oh, heck yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe we just need to go film in his house.
I mean, we've
what
we've rated home bars before.
We've had a little practice at that.
It wouldn't be the first time, and it shouldn't be the last.
Or probably not yours again, right?
But no, Chad, I have not had that. We'll put it on the to-do list, though. I think it is vodka, ain't it?
What?
The ice cask, is it vodka?
No, it's a Canadian whiskey.
Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be? So it's partly vodka, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm willing to try. It's about $60 a bottle. I don't like Canadian whiskeys, but Pendleton.
Well, I was going to say
the
not
only
all
one
of
that
them.
I like
Not
so
all of
far.
them,
So I'm
yeah.
anxious to try some better stuff that's not Crown.
I'd
basically,
try
is
it.
where
We've
I'm
been
at.
on a kick where we've been doing a lot of celebrity liquors and whiskeys, and it's about a 50-50 split. Some of them are not great. Some of them are really bad. Some of them are pretty good, and a couple of them are damn
really
good.
Yeah.
So, I think they're worth trying. You just got to kind of figure out does this person actually drink that drink or care about it? If they do, you're probably going to get a good drink. If they don't, then it's probably going to be crap. They're just putting their name on it.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the celebrity whiskey thing. Do they have a vested interest in it, or are they just throwing it out there for money?
Yep.
Well, we've had a couple shocks. We did Metallica's Inner Night beer.
It was
It was a Pilsner, and it was fucking awesome. And I don't even like Pilsners. I thought it was amazing.
Hey guys, we don't curse on Up the Gut.
It was danged
I'm
awesome.
kidding.
And then what was the other one that we did?
Iron Maiden. We did their rice.
Yeah, I think there was another beer when we did well as well. But anyhow, it was total crap. So
if you guys don't watch those Tastebud guys, what do you guys post twice a week with videos and one live? Is that right? The 3 total a week?
2 new ones and a way back Wednesday and a three new ones.
We do.
I don't know.
Tequila Tuesday.
I'm drunk.
Well, okay. Monday Night Live, Tequila Tuesday. Wednesday is a re-release of something we did a year or two ago. Thursday we got nothing. No, Thursday we got our whiskey. Friday we got nothing. Saturday we do a beer or cocktail, and Sunday we're off.
All right. And that's I think I put the link to them in the description. So it's just youtube.com/Tastebud Guys.
Patrick, can I take a little tangent here and address Nathan's comment about Alex Smith?
Well, yeah, it's up there. Go for it.
Here's what I want. I need you to
tangent on the football podcast.
Well, I know it's crazy, right? I need you to school me on why everyone loves Alex Smith all of a sudden. And here, let me state my case.
He's always been loved.
He's always been a good quarterback, but he was so frustrating for Chiefs fans to watch because he was so boring.
He was.
And also was so safe. I was always watching him on third down, throw a little 5-yard pass when it was 3rd and 25. Right.
So he was Tom Brady.
Ah, damn.
I don't know.
Okay, so I'm going to give you the quick rundown of why everybody loves Alex Smith. Alex Smith I believe he was the very first draft pick the year he went.
Yeah,
and he went to San Francisco.
It wasn't Aaron Rodgers in the same draft class, right?
Same draft. He got taken 20-something.
Yeah. And I need to preface this too. Personally, I've heard only good things about what kind of person he is.
That is a big part of it because he was extremely talented coming out of college. Obviously, first round draft, first overall pick in the NFL draft. Went to San Francisco, and then in the first 5 years of his tenure there, had 5 different offensive coordinators. So that means he had to learn 5 different schemes, and he didn't complain. He didn't do anything, and he was good. He wasn't great. He was good. And then he got what was that coach? Harbaugh, the other Harbaugh, not the Ravens Harbaugh, but the other one. So Jim, he came there and he started getting good, but then he got hurt and he got Kaepernicked. So
okay,
so he one of the things I think Harbaugh said is Alex will not lose his job because he's injured, and then he lost his job because he's injured. So then he ends up in Kansas City, where he starts playing some of the best ball I think he's ever played. And with that team with Andy Reid is when he really started coming out of his shell. And then he got Kaepernicked again, this time by Mahomes.
Well, that's
Which it makes sense because
Smith's better than the quarterback we had before him.
Well, that's
than a lot of the quarterbacks we had before.
In the playoffs, it's just, and I mean this with all the best intention, but Smith is the most boring quarterback I've ever had to watch in my life.
Part of it was his decision making. I think part of it was coaching, that they didn't want him anything crazy.
Yeah,
because they thought that they could win it defensively. Just do enough. Don't give the game up. Don't throw interceptions, and we'll win games. And he did, but he could still hit that long ball every now and again.
Yeah,
but he went
run, pass, punt. That's what we did for several seasons, which is why I struggled to get behind him so bad, and why when Mahomes come along, I suddenly was so interested again because he is fun to watch.
So Nathan's in the chat backing everything up I'm saying right now. He's doing the same thing. So then he goes to the Washington.
Invited my own crew to back my words too. Is that what happens?
Yes. You have your show where you can do your things. Welcome to my show where the Chiefs suck.
So walk me through what happens after Kansas City, because I distinctly remember him being in Kansas City and everyone kind of going like, I mean, he's better than the guys we've had before, but this is still not a good situation. So
see, I lived in the area, and I never remember that much hate for Alex Smith. I mean, you got to the point where people were mad at the system and never getting past the first round in the playoffs. So I don't remember a lot of hate towards Alex Smith, though.
You live in Kansas City. We're talking about country folk in the sticks.
I haven't lived in Kansas City. I didn't live in Kansas City during the Alex Smith era. I lived with the country folk. Take that.
You lived in Nevada?
I lived in Nevada then.
The refrigerator.
All
and
right,
stuff.
I take back everything I just said. It's all bullshit.
Anyway, so he left. He got Mahomes. He got Kaepernick by Mahomes.
Yes. Okay.
And so then he goes. I believe he went right to the football team there.
Yeah.
And Nathan does have a point. Boring and winning, or you could have Dak Prescott, who is exciting and loses. Anyway, so he goes to the Washington Redskins.
I'm still on
because they were a team at the time.
Yeah, I don't know how to respond to that. Part of me is I've sat through boring and winning, and I didn't like it. I really almost prefer exciting and losing. I don't know, man. I don't want to say that out loud, but it's kind of what I feel.
Was it exciting and losing for the Chiefs, the Dick Vermeil era?
Okay,
maybe. Wait.
So he goes to the football team where the Redskins at the time. And I believe he's not blowing it out of the water there, but he is doing good. He's brought a spark to them. He's a solid player, really solid, good football player. And he was it Theismann Joe that got the last injury? Yeah. It ended his career. Well, he got the exact same, basically snapped his leg in half.
I remember when that happened.
Was it
horrific?
Why was I thinking that he was playing for 49? He wasn't playing for the 49ers, right?
That's who drafted him. He was at the 49ers for the first 6 years.
When he broke his leg, though?
No, it was the Redskins when he broke his leg.
I don't know why. I kept thinking he was – okay. You're right. We're
getting there, Nathan. We're getting there. So, snacks his leg in half. So he has to go into immediate surgery.
Yeah.
They fix it, and then he gets like a staph infection and it almost kills him. They say, dude, you may never walk again, much less play football.
Now, this part I totally agree with.
This year.
Yeah, this part I totally agree with. The guy's a hero for everything that happened from that point on. I mean, yeah, he's amazing.
Yeah,
and not to mention, since he started, they were like 3-0 or 4-0. Like the football team was doing stuff with him.
Yeah,
and they put him in. The first game they put him in this year was against the Rams defense. Aaron Donald. They sacked him 6 times. And can you imagine coming back from a snapped leg, almost dying, and getting sacked 6 times?
So he's doing well though this year, right?
He was, but
no. Did you not see the pictures of blood running down his leg?
No.
Yeah, that's why he didn't play this.
Oh yeah, he got spiked with some cleats, and so they had to tape him up. But I think they might have twerked his leg a little bit. But
has anyone considered saying like, "Hey, man, this seems like a dangerous sport for you. Maybe you should try FedEx"? Or
I'm sure his wife said that. I'm sure his kids say that. But that's why everybody loves Alex Smith.
for that
everybody.
but because of his tenacity, right? Not necessarily because
and it's been throughout his whole entire career. He's not going to be Patrick Mahomes or Josh Allen or even Aaron Rodgers just flicking it and chucking it and just lighting shit up. But he is good. He's a good football player, and he's come back and had to deal with more shit, I think, than any other quarterback with the 5 coordinators, the Kaepernick twice, the leg injury, and he never complains.
Okay.
I was feeling bad for Breeze the other night after he got sacked a couple times and cracked the ribs. I was like, "Oh, come on, don't hit him, Chris." When Jones tackled him, I was like, "Oh no, don't hit him hard. I like this guy."
So Alex says he went through hell to save his leg, but somehow he's winning games. Does that shake my head? Amazing. Yeah. I'm not cool with the kids' lingo.
Yes.
And he also said you need to watch the E60 Project 11. And then you'll understand why everyone feels he should be the Comeback Player of the Year award. So I haven't seen that one. I will watch that.
I won't argue with that. I think he should be Comeback Player of the Year.
Yeah.
No, that was.
There's no one else even compared.
That was a great tangent.
Yeah, no, my argument is that he isn't a good quarterback or anything. I just found him boring to watch. That was the only downside to him is as a Chiefs fan, it was very boring for me to watch him. That was all I'll say about it. Otherwise, nothing bad to say about the guy at all.
Yep. Even though this is our show, I'll let your people back you up too. Tyler Weeks says, Patrick, who is the best QB in the NFL whose name rhymes with Patrick Mahomes? It's Josh Allen.
Drew Brees' kid wanted Patrick's shirts and autograph before he left the game, so I was like,
go down 3 comments in response to that.
Sorry. Go ahead, Matt. What?
I said go down 3 comments and see Nathan's response to that.
Yeah, no, I'm getting there. Then he said, Tyler, you mean Aaron Rodgers? I still think Aaron Rodgers is the best quarterback playing right now, but Patrick Mahomes is right there.
Rodgers,
right there.
I love Aaron Rodgers though. So, and I also like the Packers very, very well. So I'm fine with that statement.
Rodgers always seems to have that perfect balance of like talent and wisdom.
Yeah, and he does it even at he's getting older and he still does it effortlessly, just like flick. Yeah. But he always looks like he just had him a good cry in the locker room. Like his eyes are always red, just like the game just means so much to him.
Not like Derek Carr, good cry though.
No, Derek Carr just looks like he went in and listened to some My Chemical Romance and maybe cut his legs a little bit. I don't know. I am old, but I think you're right around there.
You want to burn through these scores?
Do what? Who? What? Who?
Just gotta finish the rest of the recap.
Yeah, we got off on a tangent, but it won't take long. All right, so Seattle, so Minnesota, and the Bears. I don't think anybody expected the Bears to make a resurgent with Trubisky, but they are. And that running game with Montgomery's looking good, and even Dalvin Cook tearing it up couldn't win the game. So Kirk Cousins was Kirk Cousins. All right.
Oh, I hope the Vikings give him another 2 to 4 years.
I don't know if Zimmer's going to let him because Zimmer may not have 2 to 4 years if he does.
4 more years of Cousins.
All right, you guys, go ahead and talk about Miami.
Hey, Patrick, is on the front of your Bradshaw bottle, is that the Super Bowls that he's won?
Yeah, the what 9, 10,
13, and 14.
Yep.
Yeah,
I'm impressed with the Roman numerals.
Freaking!
Oh, by the way, I forgot to throw this up because I'm just getting used to this. But this is the Bradshaw bourbon, and I gave him a hat because I'm all cool and stuff.
Nice.
Anyway, so
in about 20 years, that was a very flattering picture.
Oh yeah,
he's not looking that good right now.
Looks like he got stung by 100 bees. Anyway, that's rude. I shouldn't say that. So let's talk about Miami versus the Patriots. Matt, what do you think?
Miami just Tua didn't play well. They had a decent rushing day. Salvin Ahmed came out of nowhere, averaged 5 yards a carry, and Cam Newton things didn't look great at all. And for the first time in like 11 years, the Patriots are not going to the playoffs.
Yes, and that is wonderful for all sorts of reasons. And I just had a conversation with a buddy of mine, and I don't think it matters if Tom Brady came back or not. I think they wouldn't have made the playoffs with the way Miami's been playing and the way Buffalo's been playing.
I agree with you. I think he's finally starting to – his team's not tight enough. I mean, I think he's still a good quarterback as far as Brady goes, and I love Gronk, but I don't think Patriots is quite where there's at. But here's what I started to say is, so since they lost their 11-year streak of being in the playoffs, so now that streak is broken, that was the longest running streak. So currently the Chiefs get to hold that at last 6 years. So we're going to see if we hang on to that and can beat 11.
We're coming for this.
They have to.
Yeah, I think you're 5, I believe.
Derek, no, what was the streak?
5 or 4. Chiefs are
Time
6.
to the playoffs? What is it?
Consecutive years in the playoffs.
Yeah, we're going to be at 2.
No, I thought you was on there at like 4 or something.
No, we went last year before we didn't, year before that we did. So we've been twice in 3 years, but this will be our second consecutive. Anyway, so Derek Carr wore trench coats in high school.
Yes, I giggled at this coming up a lot.
I saw you guys giggling about that too. And then the Steelers have never looked like a contender, so you can just take that out and say we might see a Chiefs-Bills AFC championship. And that is what I predicted.
Yep.
Cleveland is.
I don't know. We have a weakness against Steelers, and there's every
You guys got the bye. They'll be out the first round. Don't worry about that. So Cleveland, and
that's how somebody else knocked them out last year.
Cleveland isn't. I don't think in the AFC, Cleveland is in my teams to be worried about. Tennessee and Indianapolis. Those are my 2 I'd worry more about. Those would be the 2 least likely that I'd want to play.
Yeah,
I think I said in the chat one of the time a few weeks back, I'm a underdog. I love them, so I'm always kind of in the back of my head rooting for the Browns. But I mean, I don't know if I really want to see them win a Super Bowl against us or nothing. But
I like it because when it comes to a fan base, if you're still a Browns fan, you're loyal. It's like Bills. Like we're going to start seeing bandwagon, but up until the year before last, if you're still rooting for the Bills, you meant it.
So how do you feel about that as a Bills fan? Because like in living in this area, like gone through like both the Royals and the Chiefs, like being really just horrible teams for so long. And then all of a sudden, like within like a 2-year period, they're just like killing it. Right. Like it doesn't bother me too much when people are like starting to like buy the jerseys and do the shit. Like, I don't know, bandwagons, whatever.
It bothers me when all the announcers suddenly start picking you for the win, and you're like, "You fuckers never would give us a chance in the world before." And now, like every game, they're like, "They're winning. We're going to keep buying."
The announcers can go bite it, but in terms of people and seeing the shirts at Walmart, I'm like, no, whatever. How do you feel about it, Patrick?
So when it comes down to it, I hate bandwagon. That's why I can't root for Seattle anymore because they got so many bandwagon fans. But it does have the upside. The upside is I might be able to buy Buffalo stuff here now. Like, of course, the internet makes things really easy. But before, I'd go to the malls or I'd go to stores and you'd see all the usual teams: Pittsburgh, Dallas, Kansas City, Denver. But you would never, ever, ever find Bill stuff.
Yeah.
So that, that'll be nice. I'll be able to see stuff, maybe, get some stuff on sale when they realize no one in Kansas City is going to buy Bill stuff. And so, but yeah, also the downside is once you're popular, then everything goes up. I'm sure you noticed with Kansas City stuff, either Chiefs or Royals,
right?
Shirts are more expensive. Tickets are more expensive. Everything's more expensive because everybody wants it now because it's cool to like those teams.
Josh Allen has been killing it, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
I'm not going to lie and say that I watch every Bills game, but like I am friends with you enough, Patrick, that I've had to watch a few just to keep my sanity.
What I was blown away with is, and we was talking about it the other night when they was playing and when you guys played the Steelers, and I said something about Josh Allen not sliding when he run that ball. And I said, hey, you need to tell your guy not to be learn how to slide because, he's not Ben Roethlisberger. And you said he's as big as Ben. And I said, oh, no, he ain't. And then you sent me the stats on that. That fucker is. He's within like a couple pounds, exactly the same size. I had no idea. No idea he was that big of a guy.
It's because he looks like he's 12 in the face.
He does. He absolutely does.
But he's 6'5", 238.
He's a big dude.
That's what's funny.
I had a lot more respect for him after you said that. I'm like, that fucker can move.
The best quarterback for Buffalo is a quarterback with a linebacker body, because Jim Kelly was a very large man. He could have been a middle linebacker, but you have to have that arm power, because Buffalo, we play outside and it's cold, and we got the lake effect winds and the lake effect snow, and so you got to be able to chuck it there. So that's what's good. And if you guys ever hear me do a weird pause or a stutter, it's because I'm trying to catch up on the comments. But Nathan, Chad will be on the show.
I've been watching a lot of these comments, especially as Archibald asleep. I was like, kept looking at the screen going, he might be.
I like that.
He should be. I'll tell you that much.
I'm not asleep. I don't want to interrupt people.
No, you're going to have to on this show. Have you not met these guys?
No, we'll talk all night. Matt, I want to call you Matt one more time before I continue to call you Archibald for the rest of the night.
There we go. So we got the Miami game, which was a good win, even though it didn't look good on any facet of the game. Baltimore.
Tua looked a little rough.
Who'd Baltimore play? I feel like they played Jacksonville, didn't they?
Yes, and they gave him that work.
Yep, they did. And now I don't want Tormented Gaming going too crazy, because it was Jacksonville, who is now officially worse than the Jets. So let's not go crazy.
Wait, how is Jacksonville worse than the Jets?
They're actually in that number one draft spot now, because they're both 1-win teams, but I guess by strength of schedule and everything, they're technically the worst team.
I did not realize that Jacksonville had only won one game.
Yep.
I thought Jets was the only one that had done that at that point.
Nah, Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid is a hell of a combo. It may be even better and come down in history as better than the Belichick-Brady combo. I'll say that.
Hey, what do you think?
He's
our defensive coordinator, though, next year.
I hate your defensive coordinator. I hate Steve Spagnuolo. I've hated him everywhere.
I'm sorry, not defense. Offense coordinator, sorry. Spagnuolo's going to be there.
I think I don't know enough about him. Was it Bimini or something like that?
Yeah,
Eric Bimini. Bimini. I kind of feel like he's going to go down that road of the Peyton Manning saga, where he made head coaches. Like, he was the talent. He was the offensive coordinator. I think Patrick Mahomes does enough ad-libbing and the stuff he does that maybe your offensive coordinator isn't the one that's doing it. I could be wrong.
Yeah, I honestly don't know. I don't know what to think. I hate to see anybody go at this point, but yeah.
I would take Rodgers all day, every day. At this point, I want Josh Allen, because Josh Allen's playing great and he's young. But I would have had Rodgers at any point ever. I would have been happy.
I want Rodgers in the fourth, down by 14, with a competent defense. Not even great, just competent.
And one good receiver.
He has that. He has Devontae Adams.
Not one.
I'm just saying, as long as he's got one good receiver, that man will get the ball there.
He'll get some bad ones too. They just have to hold on to it.
The problem is we don't have a reliable number two.
Maybe you guys will draft one, or maybe you'll just get another quarterback. I don't know. All right, so we're gonna tag team this thing quick. Like, Tampa Bay won against a team, and it was not good. Tennessee won against the team, and it was good. It was like 45 to something. Like, they ran away with that one. Indianapolis beat Houston, which I think we all expected, except for Tormented Gaming. Arizona beat Philadelphia, but Jalen Hurts actually looked a lot better than I thought he would. I think he had
good since coming in the starting role.
That's the way you got to do it, Matt. Just interrupt me. I'll shut up, because I want your knowledge, because I know it's there, and it's amazing.
Jalen great so far, but I think next year when people actually plan against him, he's going to have the same Lamar Jackson, every other running quarterback where they kind of get you figured out. But so far, Jalen Hurts is the answer.
I think that Jalen Hurts, after I watched that first game when he went in, I think he wants to be a passing quarterback. I think right now, since they really haven't got a chance to game plan him, make it, they're just kind of doing that run pass thing for him right now. I think if they have a full offseason, he'll be more of the pass first, more the Kyler Murray, than the Lamar Jackson. That's just my quick little bubble on it, but I could be wrong. If he ends up that running quarterback, he's got 2 years, and then he'll suck.
I'll tell you this: Winston lost his job.
So then there was the game that I don't think anybody saw coming, because if Jets were going to win a game, it was not going to be against the Rams. I can't believe that one. I said they'd win eventually. I was right. I just didn't expect it to be this one. I don't know what happened, but Sam Darnold was on. Their offense was on, and LA could not do jack squat.
This is the only game where I've seen a fan base upset that their team won a game.
Yeah.
Right.
But it is nice, though, to know that they're not purposely tanking, because you don't want to see that from a team, because although it might make sense for that pick to get Trevor Lawrence, you don't want to see that because it kind of dirties the game, filthies it up. I don't want that.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I do agree with Nathan, though, that Hurts will end up better than Tua. But if they both end up running quarterbacks, their career is 3 years. Just saying. Then we got New Orleans, Kansas City. Go Chiefs! Which I think I was going to say earlier. I'm not a Chiefs hater like you guys tend to be Bills haters. I'm just a Bills fan.
I'm not a Bills hater.
I'm not a Chiefs hater, though.
I'm a Patrick hater. I
want you guys to know that.
Wasn't Bill's hater on SNL?
You see my horrible handwriting there? See, I'm all the way over on the side.
Yeah.
I'm the only one on this show that picked the Chiefs.
I just like giving you crap. It's not that I have anything against the Bills.
That's true. You're just a Patrick hater.
Yeah.
Your quarterback's Patrick. What now?
Well, see, I'm not a Chiefs hater. I just believed in Drew Brees, but boy, he looked awful at the beginning of that game.
You can't count on it.
That was
still
bad.
too hurt and too
If he'd been
timid.
playing up to snuff, we wouldn't have won that game.
No, if he'd have
I
played
still
like,
think you guys probably could have.
Maybe. I don't know.
tell them
I
there's
never
a
see anything
slaughter.
beyond them seem like they can do shit when you're like, yeah, well, there's no way we're going to come back from this, and they still do it. But I don't know. I personally, I don't think we'd have won it if Breeze been on.
Does Lawrence
You
come
didn't
out?
own the Bills in Orchard Park. You guys beat us. It wasn't even a good game. Chill out. Lawrence would not. I mean, if he was going to come out, he's going to come
I
out.
think
You got to come out for what
it
it
says
is.
the weather owned the Bills. When it was their stadium.
I said the weather was a factor because it took away the best part of our game. You guys ran it like you had Barry Sanders in his prime. So, yeah, remember when you talked about our defense? Our defense let Edwards-Helaire go for like 272 yards.
We run it when we need to run it. We pass it when
And
we need to pass
if you can do that, that's amazing. That's what you guys need.
You're not-
So then we got Cleveland and the Giants. Cleveland did what they needed to do, and then we had Pittsburgh lose to the amazing Finley Rand Bengals.
Jeremy got a shot.
Bengals with a third string quarterback.
Yeah, and like I said, this just goes to everything we've said, especially everything I've said about the Steelers. They are not a good team. They have an amazing defense, but as long as Juju's dancing on, the middle,
Yeah.
they're going to go down. I said they'll make the playoffs and they'll get knocked out. Ooh, wait, who's got the lead in the AFC North? Matt, can you look that one up? Are they tied now, or do the Steelers just have it by the one win?
Steelers have it by a game.
Okay, because that's right. So I could still get the prediction of the Browns winning the North.
Yes.
It's still possible because they still play. I think last game.
Is that
They lost the last 2 or 3 games they played.
Steelers lost last 3.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
And Browns lost 1. They lost 1 game, so that dropped them. So they're 10-4 now.
They're 10-4.
And Steelers 11-3. So, but I picked before the season ever started, Cleveland to win the North, and even Matt was like, "Oh man, don't know about that one." But that's the game.
Only because I thought the Ravens were going to come out and be on fire again. I didn't believe in the Steelers.
Nah, I knew the Ravens would not come out on fire, even though they are playing good. Okay, well, we're going to go on to, because we're an hour in on this one. We've done our recap. We've done some tangents. So now we are going to switch this up.
What could be left? What is left?
More whiskey?
Oh, there's always more whiskey. Listen, just keep filling the cup.
Oh no! I'm actually. I mean, I know. I just want to say, like, this whiskey is quite good. I'm really impressed with it.
The more I drink, the more that vanilla is coming out. I just kind of took a drink and I could really catch that. Kind of makes me. I mean, it feels Christmassy.
It does.
I'm going to get a little water from mine.
So
is good enough.
now that Chris is gone, we're gonna do the Up the Guts official naughty or nice list.
Oh, okay.
So I'll go ahead and start off with my nice list, and I'm going to do all of them. So maybe I can steal something from somebody. But I've only got 3 on my nice list, and so I've got Colin Cowherd because I just happened to catch a snippet of his show, and he predicted the Bills to win the Super Bowl. So he's good in my book. Number 2, I have the Miami Dolphins because they've done something that made me almost as happy as the Bills being as good as they are this year. They officially eliminated the Patriots from playoff contention. So thank you, Miami. Check 1. You're on the nice list. Santa's coming for you, maybe with a bottle of Bradshaw bourbon.
I think we owe Miami several times for different things this year, quite frankly.
Yeah.
Yeah. They lost to the Chiefs like they should have. So
Andy.
Hi, Patrick.
All right.
Hey, guys. Welcome to those Tastebud Guys.
Yeah.
Chris, who's on your nice list?
Who's on my nice list?
how about me leaving the studio?
Yeah.
We didn't even get our nice list out, Patrick. We just got started.
The show's over.
Probably Bill Belichick.
All right, so last one on my nice list. I sure hope Tormented Gaming's still watching because it's Lamar Jackson.
Oh,
Really?
Because he was actually a quarterback. He threw for 260 plus yards, 2 or 3 touchdowns, and only rushed for 36 yards. I think those stats are pretty accurate. So, way to go, Lamar Jackson. You took what I've been complaining about for weeks, and you showed you can do it against the worst team in the NFL. But that's enough. That's something. All right. So now we'll go, Matt. I think you got a couple on your nice list.
Yeah, just 2. One,
Just 2.
Derrick Henry, because he gave us another gorgeous stiff arm in their game this past weekend to add to the collection. Because it's always funny to see him take one arm and throw another grown man across the field. It's amazing.
He seems to do that quite often.
He's a grown man.
He is a proper gentleman when he runs straight backed.
Indeed, he is.
Pardon me. I'm coming through. Pardon me.
If we look close enough, he probably stiff arms with the pinky out.
Professional, like proper gentleman.
Holding the Glencairn glass on the
Holds the football. Holds the football like this. Pardon me. Coming through. Pinky out. Sorry.
And the other one goes to Aaron Rodgers just for, playing the way he's
Being
been.
Aaron Rodgers.
The Aaron Rodgers, yes. For playing the way he's been playing, putting up Mahomes type numbers out of Mahomes type offense.
That's true. That's true. No way. Oh, by the way, hell is frozen over. It is snowing outside. I said something nice about the Lamar Jackson, the Ravens.
Yeah, you did.
All right. Tastebud Guys, what you got?
Chiefs.
Chiefs. Let's see. My nice list is going to have to go to the entire Dallas Cowboys teams for just beating up on the freaking 49ers again.
There we go.
And I mean, I'm glad to see it. I don't like them.
I don't really have.
I've got one that'll go in both the naughty and the nice. I don't know if you want to throw it in now or afterwards. But
whatever you want to do. This is
Chris Collinsworth, because he gives all these props to the Chiefs nonstop, and he won't shut up about it. But I'm so tired of hearing him suck off Mahomes that I can't even stand it. So,
like, thanks for that, but shut up.
Shut the fuck up. I'm tired of hearing you. I want something even halfway objective at this point, and you're not it.
No, I can agree with that one. You got anything else for us, Lyle?
Here's the thing. I was so impressed with Justin Herbert, even though on my fantasy team I picked him over Lamar Jackson the week he scored me a net of like 4 points. He honestly just blew me out of the water and shit. And like I said, I watch the Chiefs. I watch a few other games if they're around the Chiefs game. I don't follow stuff like crazy, but I will I'll watch some shit, And on the fantasy teams, at least whatever league I was in, because I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know if it's PPR, non-PPR. I don't know. I just pick some shit.
I don't know either.
Let me stop you real quick.
Yeah.
Fix the ticker, Patrick.
Do what?
Fix the ticker, Patrick. That is false information.
Official quarterback of Up the Gut is Joe the Mad Bomber Flacco.
Absolutely not. I'm sorry, Ryan. Go ahead.
It's kind of rude, Matt. You interrupted our guest in the middle of his talk.
How dare you?
Let me interrupt for a minute.
Look, I can't have that scroll on the bottom of the screen like I agreed with it.
I almost put approved by Archibald.
I'll interrupt him for something important and tell you, Patrick, put a little bottle cap full of water in your whiskey, and it is top notch. A little
How
bit.
full was your glass?
I probably had a 3/4 of an inch in the bottom of a Glencairn, and I put maybe a half to a quarter cap full in it.
All right.
No, I was just so impressed, and I'm not. I mean, I don't like the Chargers. I've never liked the Chargers. It was just cool to see another. Like, I love seeing guys step up to the plate when shit happens to the guy, and these guys get their chance. Like, it's why musically, it's why I like Taylor Swift. Not because I'm a huge Taylor Swift fan.
That was like the most breaking news we've had yet.
Hang on.
Even I'm shocked at this one.
Well,
It's not because I'm a Taylor Swift fan, but the girl ahead of her got stabbed in the lungs. She just took over.
My thing is that, like, she got handed a lot of stuff, and where she could have just skated and just like rolled with it, she worked, and she actually, I mean, she got a lot better, right? And Justin Herbert, it's a weird analogy. I probably should have used a different analogy.
I agree.
But I like seeing people step up to the plate and go, man, this is a great opportunity, and I'm going to use it. I'm going to work for it. I'm going to be the best I can and show them what I can do. And it felt like he did that this year.
I just think it's funny to see someone with substantial face acne breaking the rookie touchdown record. So real quick on the whiskey and the water.
Yeah.
Did it spice up the nose for you and then smooth out the drink?
Yes.
That's what it did for me. That's just crazy.
100%. Brought all that vanilla, brought the others out, give you just a little bit of that pepper in there, and just, man,
I might do this one on the rocks. Get a whiskey cube in there.
On the rocks.
I think that'd be good.
I'm surprised y'all are enjoying this whiskey so much and nobody put Terry Bradshaw on their nice list.
All right, so on my nice list,
I suspect he had nothing to do with making it, but I could be wrong about that.
on my nice list, we got Terry Bradshaw and O.C. Tyler Distillery. All right, well, that's a good switchover point.
Look up, see what you had to do with it, if anything. We'll come back to it. You can go ahead and go.
Yeah,
You gonna do some research? You do some crack research there, Lyle?
Yeah, I'm on.
I want to see how much he actually had to do with this, or if he just stuck his name on it.
There's some nice pictures of him next to some stills.
So we're going to the naughty list. And to start off, I'm just going to go real quick and easy. The refs. This last couple of weeks have been the worst reffing I've seen in a long time. It's not consistent. It's not good. And they're having too much of an outcome on the games. So refs have made my naughty list. All of you. It is, there may be some good ones in there, but no. You guys all dress the same. You're in the same level. You're on the naughty list. You get coal. Sorry.
I don't disagree with that one at all.
And my next naughty list, I only have two. Like, listen, there's not many naughty when it comes to Christmas. People get presents. Santa loves everybody. But Dominique Foxworth, you are on the naughty list.
Uh-oh.
I don't know if you guys caught this. I don't even know if you guys know who he is. He used to play for the Patriots. Now I guess he works for ESPN. And he said on his show that he roots for Josh Allen to fail, not because he dislikes Josh Allen, but because Josh Allen's fans like American flags and their dogs.
Huh.
So that was, I think what people have decided is he was trying to say that Josh Allen fans are racist. But I don't get it because I love Josh Allen. I love the American flag, and darn it, I love my dog. I didn't know I was getting insulted until people told me I was. He was on the nice list for a while. Like, yeah, you're right, Dominique Foxworth. I love America and Josh Allen. All right, Matt. Sorry, that's it. So Dominique Foxworth, you're on the naughty list. You don't even get coal, or you might get it and we'll shove it somewhere where you can make a diamond. Sorry, pardon me.
Dominique Foxworth playing that just barely though. But I only have one person on my naughty list, and I know Packer Nation are going to think it's weird, but honestly, Matt LaFleur, our head coach, goes on my naughty list because he's the worst halftime adjustment coach I've seen in a long time. I learned this last year. Both times when we played the Niners and they're up by 20 going into halftime, and you know when they go to the halftime, they was interview the coach like, first half didn't go the way you wanted to. What are you going to change? And Slapnuts over here is like, we're not going to change a thing. We're going to stick to the plan. It's like, no, it hasn't worked for 30 minutes. Stop it.
We're going to let them run more.
Yeah. And he's doing the same thing this year. That's why we lost to the Colts. That's why we almost lost to Carolina on Saturday. And I know that's why we're going to lose in the playoffs at some point, and it's really going to break my heart.
Oh, I know. I don't think we're going to lose in the playoffs because we're going to beat everybody and we're going to win the Super Bowl. And I'm going to have a reason to celebrate, and it's because the Kansas City Chiefs, who I love, and the Buffalo Bills in the last 2 years have won Super Bowls, and it's going to be amazing. Yeah, and I'm going to go to Tampa Bay, and I'm going to do Super Bowl festivities. I'm going to get a press pass because this is a true show.
Oh,
just not many people watch it.
On naughty list for disappointing their whole fan base with a W.
Yeah. Darn naughty Jets. How dare you win?
Right?
Hold on. Let's we got some chat. Oh, no, that's not the one I was going after, but yeah. That's not the one I was going for.
Why do you call them the Tastebud Guys? That's not nice.
Yeah, that's just weird. Like,
what?
Josh Allen does not like Taylor Swift. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is one I was going for. So Nathan said, Patrick, could you show us how Bills fans celebrate?
Not until
so years ago, we were watching a game together in Jacksonville at a bar. Actually, it's just Buffalo Wild Wings. I don't even know if you really call that a bar. It's a wing joint. Anyway, so I'm having a beer watching the game. We score a touchdown. I just go, woo! Because we're in the middle of a Buffalo Wild Wings. I'm not just going to get up and start like, yeah, what? So I was like, woo! So
why not? I do.
All Bills fans celebrate all the time. Woo!
I thought he wanted you to jump through a table.
I would do that, but I am green screened in at the moment, and I have no table to jump through. I apologize.
Well, that's why I said not until you win the Super Bowl. If you win the Super Bowl, you have to break a table.
All right, I'll break a table, but you have to be here for it.
Absolutely.
All right. Tastebud Guys, you got anything on your naughty list, or you guys just love everybody?
No, we can put the entire defensive line of the KC Chiefs on the naughty list, and we can specifically call out Frank Clark for getting penalties at the most inopportune damn time the entire year. And then also Nathan Eddy for that last comment. But other than that, we're good.
So
was that the Green Bay versus Buffalo?
No, I think it's something about taste buds.
Oh, the Tastebud Guys? Yeah. Yeah, that was that. I didn't see that one coming, but he just you can't blame a guy. He saw something and he went for it.
Oh, so I was not paying attention to a lot of that because I was
so
in a bunch of research on this Bradshaw bourbon. So it is distilled by O.Z. Tyler.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Now I was trying to figure out what else O.Z. Tyler makes besides the Duke.
Yep.
Because it seems like that it's definitely like contracted out by Silver Screen Bottling Company, which is a company that seems to specialize in celebrity liquors and licensing, bottling, distributing celebrity liquors. So I don't have any more information than that. I just was knee deep in trying to figure out like who makes this, where's it coming from, what's the deal, because it is quite good. And I was trying to figure out, I guess, where like how much input Terry Bradshaw had on making this bourbon, and I have no answers.
I wonder if he even likes bourbon. That would be the first thing to see, because if he likes it, he had a hand in it. If he doesn't really care,
bourbon guy to me.
I'm just drinking bourbon and being a crazy old man.
He looks like a bourbon guy to me.
Yeah,
totally.
So he probably had a hand in it. I'd say he was in on it. So
I assume no one's like. I assume that like at least everyone who puts out some celebrity crap is like at least tasting it and going, "Oh, I like it. I don't like it." How much input they have in terms of like, developing the mash bill and the process and all that stuff, I don't know. Who knows?
Oh, I don't. Well, I want to take a moment to thank the Tastebud Guys and Chris especially, because this wonderful background we have, the logos I've been popping up, the banners I've been popping up, he made all those for us. So
he's the guy.
Yeah, he's been doing us good here, making sure that we have what we need to give you guys a better visual experience. Now,
Hey, we
those awesome intro videos, that was here.
That was all him. Yeah.
So, don't let him get blamed for
the
those.
picture of the
They
bar.
were god awful.
He goes, "Hey, can you get me a picture of your guys' set with like nobody on it?" I'm like, "I guess, sure. Whatever you want. How much of it do you want?" And
That's some nice.
had no idea what was coming.
Fancy Photoshop work there, Patrick.
I like it. I got it to where I was actually leaning on the counter because if you watch the videos, Chris is always right down there leaning on that counter.
I know.
It's because Chris is fat as hell.
No, it's because Chris is he always looks like he's like, oh my God, I got myself into this again. I don't know how this happened.
Why do I keep
I
showing?
have to drink booze in front of a camera.
Yeah, terrible job.
My only complaint about your intro video, Patrick, is that I usually look to my left side, which is where all the recording equipment is. The right side is Chris's ass, and I generally don't stare at his ass during the show. That's my only complaint. Everything else was fantastic.
I didn't realize I was looking over that many times, but I think if you really want to know why is my kids were over there. They were watching me film. Like, they thought it was hilarious. So I was just like trying to give them the eye, like, shh. Like I'm filming something here.
I did want to make that disclaimer that at no point has there been a 6-year-old come on our set and give us booze.
Yeah.
That has never happened.
She's a little older than that, but she was extremely happy to be involved for that little much. She still walks around the house quoting her line from the intro.
Yes, that's awesome.
We card everyone at the door.
That's right.
It was an unopened bottle, still sealed.
If you know where our door is, you've probably been invited. That's not the only way you're going to find it.
Yeah, I was down there one time, and that was not enough. So we'll make another trip, and once we get Matt away from that god awful state, beautiful state, but so god awful state of Montana.
Matt, you're in Montana?
I am.
Hey, when you come back, bring some beer.
Where in Montana are you at?
Great Falls.
Okay. I don't.
Oregon.
I know where Bozeman is. I know where Virginia City is. That's my scope of Montana.
I got so distracted with all our stuff that I forgot to throw one thing on my nice list.
Huh.
And that's Lyle's beard. Look at that beard. It's so nice. Look at that.
You know, here's the
Yeah,
kicker.
let's call that beard out.
It's I'm about a month and a half. About a month.
I don't know. It's your wife. I don't know.
My wife is asking me to shave it constantly right now, yeah, I don't know. We'll see how long it goes. I have a little baby girl coming in April, and I figure this is probably my last chance to see if this is what I'm going to stick with, so that I can do one of those moments where you shave the beard off and make them cry.
That's a solid dad thing to do.
Yeah, I mean that's
Been there, done that.
I've done it a lot.
That's how I'm preparing for fatherhood.
No, you need to do that and understand that babies love beard because it's something they can grab onto and yank down on.
Yep.
Oh, fun! So I'll shave next week. Yeah.
So anyway, I just wanted to throw. I was a fan of the mustache, but the beard is looking. It's on Santa's nice list.
Beard's way
Thank
better.
you. Thank you.
Hey, Nathan, because he was an amazing quarterback, that's why Montana.
No, what he was asking.
Yeah, no, I want to know why you live in that state too.
Montana's beautiful.
I'd never been here before. I was getting out of the military, leaving Texas, and my friends up here were like, move up there with us. And I was like, yeah, why not?
I would drink a bourbon made with Josh Allen's tears, but he never cries.
Montana, from like end of May through September, is the most beautiful place on the planet.
Not last year. Last year in September, we had 30 inches of snow.
Okay, May through
August.
the beginning of August.
It's actually, I had a kid coming here a little bit ago tell me it is actually snowing here in Kansas City right now.
Oh, shit.
It's just light flurries last I saw, but yeah.
I mean, no crap. Congratulations.
The kids are super excited because we do our Christmas a day early so we can do our extended family Christmas. So
We'll be doing all of ours Christmas Eve. That's always been a thing here. It's finger foods and presents Christmas Eve. So that's what we'll do tomorrow night.
So we the kids are getting ready for Santa to come tonight, and they're all excited because now we got snow on Christmas.
That's amazing.
I feel like I got screwed for most of my life.
I don't know. Christmas Day for me is nothing more than a really big lunch and me time.
So there should be a donate button on here, but we
all my stuff.
We are so far. We're building ourselves up right now, and once we get once we get that 100 subscriber mark, and we can label our YouTube channel, we might start working towards that Patreon stuff. So
yeah, hey Nathan, just go ahead and go to www.patreon.com/those Tastebud Guys, and you can for $4 a month spend all the money you want.
Yeah, we'll make sure we pass that right along to Patrick.
See, I was waiting for just like you guys got the Patreon stuff, and I'm like, man, I wanted Patreon, but then I give you guys bottles here, or I bring you to my bar and let you rate. I'm like, man, I need to get me one of those glasses.
Well,
apparently the number's 22.
No, I was just fucking with you. So we talked about that the other night. So we do have there's about 3 people that really
we're in a bit of a quandary. Here's what
that
happens.
really donate regularly to the show, and we're like, we probably ought to do something for you guys, because like you and Jared, Colby, I guess Tyler as well.
Colby made the comment the other night, and he's probably not wrong about donating, about $700 worth of tequila to
literally
the
the chairs we're sitting in. Colby bought because he's like, I don't like your chairs. I'm getting you some new ones.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and it's like we really need to do something, and we don't actually have a program for that because Patreon's set up weird.
Well, here's what douchebags we are, is that we're like, Colby, we appreciate the chairs. We appreciate the $700 worth of tequila. Maybe, probably more.
Oh, it's more than that.
Quite a bit more.
Way more than that.
If you,
he's bought one bottle.
Whenever you guys raided my cabinet, I had about $600 worth of bourbon in there.
Yeah, and then we left, and
we left you with most of that.
It's all right. I didn't have to drive with a hangover. So I was okay with that.
Neither.
Here's particularly what we've done to Colby is that on top of all that stuff, anytime he mentions Patreon, we go, well, listen, man, I mean, you got to sign up for the $4. You got to give us the $4 a month to get your name on the bottle. I appreciate all the other stuff, all the countless bottles, but like, really, we need that $4 a month.
I think what we decided, we're gonna do something different for all the guys that support us. That's just like show up here and give us stuff, because there's about 4 of you guys that really keep us constantly supplied. So we're trying to figure out something that's totally different for you guys, because it's just a different deal altogether. It's above and beyond the $25 a month level in most cases. So
yes.
Is it patreon.com/Tastebud Guys?
I don't know, something like that.
I think so. Yeah.
Hey, I'll be right back.
Sure.
The other room, my laptop's gonna die.
Yeah. So we'll just do this real quick, and when he comes back.
My screen's actually about 8 or 9 seconds behind, so he's still with us in spirit.
Yeah, there you go. That's what matters. So
nope, now he's gone.
When it comes to it, I do want to say, you guys are musicians, well, especially Lyle, and I know Chris is too. But that is your career.
I work particularly well with a 5-string guitar on a golf cart.
I don't.
Yes, you are still popular in the neighborhood.
I don't depend on music in any way, shape, or form to eat, so I don't consider myself a musician.
As soon as the COVID stuff is over and it's kosher to do so, I want to go have a big block party in your neighborhood.
We had a blast.
They happen right now. Like we get together. Like when I get done with this, I'm going to go out in the golf cart in the cold and snow and drink with the neighbors.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you tell them to set up someone's garage where they don't want to sleep that night. And
so we did several live episodes over.
I think Colby's a little upset with you guys.
We corrected that. You're way off.
And also, also that 700 number, that was not pulled out of the air. That's what Colby particularly mentioned the other night. And yeah, he's way above that. Way above that.
No, so he's got one bottle. It's like 325. Yeah,
but that was his number.
All right, guys, real quick, we're going to do this.
Okay.
Support those Tastebud Guys on YouTube. Do you guys have your mansplaining podcast going?
We're working on it.
Here's the thing: is I left that to.
I'm just going to throw you guys under the bus.
I did Taste Buds and I left that to Lyle, and nothing's happened.
We're working.
Colby said 7,000.
Oh, quite there.
So
I did.
What did you say? 2 bottles that are almost today.
No, yeah, it's very.
Oh, hold on. You guys ready for this magic? Boom, he's back. So support those Tastebud Guys on Patreon, on YouTube. Whatever you guys do, these guys are awesome. I watch them every Monday. I will be on there again. I've been on there several times. It's just great content. Some of the best booze I've had to date, I learned from their show. What was that? The Hofstadter's Slow and Low.
Hofstadter's Slow and Low.
That stuff is so good.
Made from actual rock candy in Pennsylvania, up there where the Steelers are at. Actually,
it's basically an old fashioned in a glass. And Patrick, they come in these little cans now, as well as the full bottles.
What?
But
little 100 ml cans.
I'm going to spoil something for you. This episode has not been released yet, but there's a company named
Breaking News. Sorry, I just say breaking news here on Up the Gut.
Dash Fire cocktails. They come in these little tiny squat cans, and they're about anywhere from $5 to $8 a can. But they're like,
I'm going to tell you when it releases. If
they're like 4 ounces, but they're 38% alcohol content. So they're literally, it's a cocktail in a glass. You just pop it, pour it in a martini glass or a tumbler, depending on the drink. Beautiful, beautiful drinks.
Saturday, January the 9th.
Okay. I'm going to run through this. We are really good at talking, guys. So support the Tastebud Guys. Support Tormented Gaming. He's up there right now. Weird spelling. Just take the E's and make them 3s. I'll be on there too, but he's got all sorts of gaming content. So support him on YouTube. Nathan Eddy is a musician. So and in Spotify, I listen to him on Amazon. So check out Nathan Eddy.
I'm going to check him out right now.
And he will eventually be on the show too.
I can't see anything when you do that.
Yeah, he'll be on the show too. So, and if anybody else has something they need to or want to throw up, let me know. I think I love that I have a lot of friends to do, different shows, different things, and I love to get involved. I love to help out any way I can.
Is Nathan a Rock?
What about Nathan?
Is he out of Little Rock?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Oh,
Okay.
I go to Little Rock all the time.
All right, I got you.
Yeah, you guys got
bringing me some rock down stuff.
On Monday nights, join us on our live because we get really stupid.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, he doesn't drink like at all. So he might watch the show, but
we don't require anyone to drink with us. We just want you to just hang with us.
I require people to drink with me. Matt, I'm sorry. We've been cutting you out. How is your computer charging now?
Good now.
All right, good. Okay, so now that we got that down, you guys remember the Yellow Wolf Creek water?
Yes.
Yes.
They have a cinnamon.
I bet it's just as good.
I agree. Now, Tormented Gaming is the one that actually told me about it. He's the first one to tell me about it. I wasn't a fan, and I told him I don't really like cinnamon, so I probably won't get into that.
So I think I actually saw the Creekwater cinnamon at the liquor store the other day.
Oh, you did point that out.
It's a very red bottle, very red.
Yes.
And here's the kicker: is I was not a fan of the original Creekwater whiskey, but I think the cinnamon might be worth trying because. I do like cinnamon flavors, but Fireball just does not do it for me. That feels like you're drinking something manufactured. I
think that the Creekwater has more potential than the Fireball. I'm not a fan of the Fireball.
Right? Yeah,
but I don't like cinnamon, so I'm not going to do it. So I will watch you guys if you drink it.
I'll do it. Chris doesn't like cinnamon either, do you?
I don't.
He doesn't. So
I'm not a big fan of honey either. But I want to try that Rev Honey. I want to get with your guy and see if we can't get that on this show.
Yeah, Rev Honey is totally non-alcoholic. It's just a honey-based energy drink that they make here to us, and it's really good. We love it. And they actually have some honey. We ain't got any back here with us right now, but they make a honey. It's in like a squirt bottle, almost like a little toothpaste thing. Mm-hmm. And, but it's like a fruit snack kind of thing, but it's honey-based and all kinds of different flavors. We absolutely love them, and no, we're not getting paid to say that.
Yes.
So not to cut you guys off because this has been one of the best flowing shows I think we've had. You guys have been it's been great. We've been running, but what we're gonna do our weekly picks. So we're gonna do this fast round.
Okay.
And we're not keeping track. So if you guys want to go back and check your picks to see how you did. Oh, Nathan says we talked his 2-month-old to sleep. So we're doing something good.
You're welcome, Nathan.
Boring. Anyway, so
hey, right.
Do we get to pick?
So am I the only one here without children?
I mean, for the next couple of months, I'm right there with you, bud.
My children are anywhere from 13 to 21, so
Yeah.
I mean, my only
you're-
the PlayStation 5.
I'm
I don't have one of those yet.
No.
All right. So what we'll do, we'll just go. I'll say who starts, and then you guys just pick, and then we'll pick. So I'll start out with Vikings and Saints, and I say Saints win. Matt.
I'm gonna go on a limb and say the Vikings. I think they're gonna run the ball really well and give that defense a hard time. I think Vikings get the upset.
All right. And Nathan says, "Don't reproduce with your PS5." That's solid, solid. Tastebud Guys.
Their own child.
I'm going to go Vikings. Fuck.
I'm going to say Saints and by at least 10.
Yeah, I'm with Chris on that one. So split up the middle. All right, Matt. Buccaneers at Lions.
Bucks. Damn it.
Tastebud Guys.
Lions.
Bucks.
Wow, you guys just. How do you ever agree on booze?
He likes the hot bourbons. I like the lesser ones. He likes IPAs. I like porters. We don't at all.
We agree on not leaving anything behind.
Yeah.
I like that one. So who said the Lions? Was that you? Lion?
That was me, yeah.
All right, that makes sense.
Wow.
I picked the Bucks. Sorry, that was rude. Okay, Tastebud Guys, we'll let you guys start with the 49ers and the Cardinals, both Arizona teams. Who wins?
I actually think the Cardinals are going to win, though the 49ers might just because they're due. But I'm going with Cardinals.
I had a bunch of 49ers on my fantasy teams all year long, and so I'm going to go Cardinals.
That makes sense. I'm also going Cardinals.
Yeah, you got to go with the Cardinals on this one.
All right, so real quick, we're going to hit the chat. We got Saints, Bucks, Cards. So
no Lions or Vikings?
No.
What? Oh, man.
Sorry, Chad's cracking me up. All right, I'll start off. Dolphins beat the Raiders in Vegas. Matt?
Yeah. Dolphins defense is going to win another low-scoring game.
Yep. And this is probably going to be a Mariota-led Raiders, right? I don't think Carr's back yet, is he?
I haven't seen anything
about
about
that groin. Maybe he's back. I don't know. So, Tastebud Guys.
Yeah, he pulled a groin. I'm going to say Dolphins.
Yeah, Dolphins. Yep.
Hey, we're all made it. We got fish. All right. So
I like this. Wait, I got to pop up a comment real quick.
All right.
Oh,
I don't even know what that's for, but it just makes me laugh.
Well, I don't know.
Sorry.
I like that you can pop up a comment. You guys have so much power.
Oh yeah, we do. Oh yeah, we do.
I didn't log in. I'm in the chat under me.
All right. Where we start with Tastebud Guys on this one, Colts and Steelers, Matt? Did you pick the last one? Or was that me? Here, you just go ahead and start this one, Matt. Colts and Steelers.
Colts. Easy.
Tastebud Guys.
I don't think the Steelers is going to go down another one. I'm going to say Steelers.
I like the Colts. I've got Hilton and Pittman on my team, and I like
I
them.
think that's both bad players to have on your team, but I like your pick.
Well, I mean, they're on the bench, but I like them.
I'm alone on this one. Okay.
I'm also going Colts. The way they've been playing with their defense and the way the Steelers, I don't think the Steelers are good enough. And we got Mariota starting. Heather says there's a tie.
I don't think Steelers are good enough either, but I don't think they're going to go 4 in a row and lose. So,
oh man, we're going to do this just because Chad went he isn't messing around. Give me 1 second for it to pop up.
Oh.
Saints 30-17, Bucks 33-28, Cards 27-24, Dolphins 24-20, and Colts 35-31. He is nailing it.
Did he mean to call them the Faders? Because I'm in on that so hard. I can't even tell you how bad I'm on it. Screenshot that shit. I think he might be onto something.
I like it, but I just want to remind everybody that Joe Flacco is the official quarterback and up the gut.
No, he's not.
Okay, what game are we even on anymore? Okay, Falcons and Chiefs. Tastebud Guys, take it away.
I mean,
Falcons go up big and Chiefs win.
Yeah, I was going to say, Falcons probably going to lead right up to the third quarter, last, like, say, 8 minutes, and then the Fucks Chiefs beat them by at least 18.
Oh, man. This is going to be a game, but I'm going to go Chiefs. Matt?
You have to go Chiefs.
You do, but, man, the Falcons, if they weren't the team of choking like crazy, I would pick them because
they weren't the Falcons.
They have the offensive ability to go against that Chiefs defense, and the way the Chiefs offense has been playing, like they're going to have to be on. But it's the Falcons, so Chiefs win.
Yeah, I think the only teams that have a chance of beating us is team that's high defense. If you're just talking about outscoring the Chiefs, I don't think you're going to.
You got to have a fairly above average defense to go up against the Chiefs.
Yeah, and still have a high scoring offense.
Yes,
not a lot of teams that can do that.
But there's not. There's basically Buffalo
and you can stop us.
Maybe Tennessee.
How bad does it have to feel to be the only squad when you're up 17 and they go, got them right where we want them?
Chad says Falcons 30, Chiefs 37. Heather says Chiefs by 10. Matt Ryan chokes on chewing gum.
I hate it when everybody though supports the Chiefs. That'll be the time that we choke for sure. So this might not turn out in our favor.
We generally do better when people don't like us.
Yeah, I agree.
Or I think this will
Ryan,
be the Chiefs' toughest game within the last. I think this one will be tougher than the Saints game.
Really? Okay. All right. Now I'm worried because I actually believe.
Matt Ryan chokes on a lot of things. Bears, Jaguars. I don't even think this is a question.
Groin.
Vienna sausages, macaroni, sixlets, popcorn kernels. Matt Ryan's after it.
Oh, too much garbage.
All right, so I say Bears beat the Jaguars in Jacksonville. Matt?
You know what? Just because we're not keeping track, I'm taking the Jaguars. Minshew Mania. Minshew Mania don't do it.
Tastebud Guys.
Good.
Here's the kicker. The Bears are my third favorite team, and they never do well. And I do love Minshew just because of the beautiful,
mustache.
sexy,
great mustache.
I gotta go Minshew. I gotta go Jags.
Yes.
Now, Chris,
I want to go Bears just because they won last week. I think they'll go it again. But on the end of the day, I'm with Lau, man. You got to go with Minshew. That dude, he's clutch.
I will say one thing. With the coaching of Doug Marrone, most likely the Jaguars are going to mess up the first pick and they're going to let the Jets get it back. So there is that chance. I'm still going to go with the Bears, but if there's ever a time the Jaguars are going to mess up, they're going to mess up and win.
Well, so I like Minshew, man.
Minshew's
really
another guy
him.
that stepped up to the plate, right? He's another guy who was sitting in the background and I guess fuck, you're in now. So do your thing, and he did it. He was fantastic.
I think the reality is, I do think the Bears are going to win, but I have to pick Jaguars. So
I'm with you on that one. I hate their coach, but I just think that they're so bad. This will be the one time they're good. And of course, there's just Trubisky. Who knows what's going to happen with him?
Yeah.
Matt, sorry, I messed up my click. Bengals at Texans. Remember, this is Finley-led Bengals that beat the 11-2 Steelers.
Yeah, Texans.
Tastebud Guys.
Derrick Henry was on my team, so I'm going to go Texans, I guess.
Yeah, he's on Tennessee, though.
I was going to say, he don't play for the
team. You tried. You went for it. I appreciate it.
In my head, I was like, huh?
Wait a minute.
He plays for them? I didn't realize
I have a Texan on my team?
We have two.
Do you have J.J. Watts or Watkins? No.
Deshaun Watson.
I guess I'm going Bengals.
I guess you'll be wrong for another game because the Texans are going to beat their ass.
Yeah, I got Texans on this one. I think the Bengals maybe beat the Steelers because it's a division game, and the Steelers are the worst 11-0 team in the history of anything.
Fair, I wouldn't be surprised if Derrick Henry showed up out of nowhere and just stiff arm both teams.
If Derrick Henry was on either team, I would pick that team.
I would too, but I'll tell you this
right now. I'm out of the playoffs on my fantasy team, and I'm checking to see who's on my team.
Hold on.
Until JJ Watts no longer plays for the Texans, I'm always going to root for the Texans unless they're playing for the Chiefs. JJ Watts is always.
Nathan Eddy says Russell Wilson is good. I'll pick the Bengals. Rick's picking the Bengals. I also disagree. And Chad says Bengals 27, Texans 20.
Oh
my gosh. We might have to do this again. This is a lot funner than I thought it'd be. And we're going to have to get Matt onto your Monday show.
Yes.
That has to happen.
Absolutely. But you got to do it on night off and then go for it. So,
Giants, Ravens. This is you, Tastebud Guys.
I'm going to pick the Ravens.
That was the most low-key Ravens pick I've ever heard in my life.
I'm going to pick the Ravens, but I'm going to pick the Ravens. So.
I wonder if Tormented Gaming is going to pick.
So
I'm not going to pick the Giants.
Every time Justin screwed up my fantasy prospects, Lamar was in the background, just solidly plugging along. Not fantastic, not living up to the hype, but still doing stuff. I got to go Ravens.
I just added some water to my whiskey because I actually really did enjoy that. Hold on. I got to do this real quick. You guys ready? My pick is Ravens.
I barely didn't hear that either, so I'm good with you. I understand.
No, I think the Ravens got this. They really have been playing good. Tormented Gaming is really loving the fact that I said something nice about Lamar and picked the Ravens. But if he can keep being a quarterback, I'll take him off of my running quarterback. If he keeps running, he's got maybe 1 year left, and then he'll be nothing. But if he can learn to pass like he did last week against the worst team in the NFL, I'll stop talking so much crap about him.
Hey, say something for the trifecta: Ravens versus the Jets.
Huh? Oh, I'd pick the Ravens.
Yeah. See, okay, there you go, man. Tormented, you got him. He's 3 times tonight. He said something good.
Look at that. So Chad says Ravens 33, Giants 10. Tormented Gaming pushes the Ravens. Lamar runs for 400 yards. 415 passing for 5 yards.
That was very manipulative.
And Heather says that the Giants suck. And it's
They
true.
do.
Matt, did you pick that game? I don't think you did. I think this is your turn to pick the
I'm
Ravens.
sure we all know that everyone's picking the Ravens.
There you go. Tormented Gaming. Merry fucking Christmas.
Hey, I heard you don't cuss on this show.
No, we don't cuss on this show.
When you wear a mask.
But whenever you're drinking with those Tastebud guys, things happen.
No.
Okay.
Shit does happen. That's true.
Oh, Alex does say that McCoy will outpass Lamar, and duh.
Maybe. He's not going to outplay Lamar.
He showed potential last time, and Giants are close to the worst team in the NFL.
McCoy hasn't shown potential in 16 years or however long he's played. Come on now.
But yeah, hey, we said nice things, Tormented Gaming. We said nice things. We all picked them. This is a 4-0 Ravens pick.
Yeah.
We're not haters right now. We're lovers. Merry Christmas, man.
We 3 times tonight. You personally, Patrick, have picked the Ravens, right?
Yeah, and I said nice things about Lamar.
Hey, real quick, if Lamar was gonna, play a little pickup game against some high school janitors,
I picked Lamar Jackson.
no, sorry, so
There he goes again.
And if Lamar was to say make probably vodka, you'd try it, right?
No.
I missed what you said because the comments are coming in. People are loving Lamar right now. And my sweater, which this is.
Love his vodka, but okay.
And Colt McCoy is the best practice squad QB starting for the Giants this week. That is true. And I also love to watch Lamar learn how to pass. We are horrible up here. We're cruising. Okay. I don't even know where we're at anymore. We've been at it. So Matt, we'll just start with you.
Oh, that
Browns
was
and Jets.
me fucking beer. I was trying to keep it from coming out my nose.
I'm picking the Browns because there's no way the Jets screw up so bad they win twice in a row.
It's Tastebud Guys. Sorry.
Browns has got it. Yeah, I'm always going to root for the Browns.
I like Crowder, Jets.
I like what was the hyphenated name?
Something reality.
I like Peoples Jones. I'm going with the Browns.
Okay.
Peoples-Jones. Anyway, Browns. Yeah, I need Steelers to lose, Browns to win. That should tie them up for the top of the divisions. Browns wins. So Browns going to take the North, and I will be right. That'll be great. Tastebud Guys, Panthers at football team.
Do we know if Smith's coming back or not this week?
I don't think he is, but I don't know.
I haven't seen anything. I think it's still Haskins.
I still think football team wins.
But
definitely if he's back.
I'm going to go football team because I have a newfound knowledge of all the warm, fuzzy feelings everyone has for Alex Smith.
Everybody loves Alex Smith.
Whether he plays or not.
Everybody loves Alex Smith. We can all agree with
Derrick
this.
Henry will get an amazing fucking run.
Everybody loves Alex Smith. We can agree on this.
I love Derrick Henry, so I'm going to go football team.
Like, listen, Stephon Diggs is a hell of a receiver. I'm going with the football team.
Well, you know, I mean, Vince
Looking
Carter's
for
a hell of a coach, so I'm
hope
gonna take the Panthers.
Kelsey will get a reception on the football teams.
My goodness. Okay, so we're going to run through some comments real quick. Matt, did you pick that one? I don't remember where we started.
I did pick that one, but you couldn't hear me.
Okay, sorry.
I said Vince Lombardi's a hell of a coach, so I'm taking the Panthers.
Okay, so Chad said Browns 44, Jets 24.
Yeah,
Patrick or Nathan's up in the game, so every time you guys pour a drink, apparently I'm stripping. And Heather says start with the sweater.
You are naked.
oh,
I just
Like this is going to go downhill really fast, guys. Football team, no Smith. Haskins may be benched due to protocol, so we have no idea who's starting for him.
Ooh. Well, that might change my pick then.
Dad, come on now.
I'm going to stick with it. It is what it is. I don't even remember where I picked it.
I'm already committed. I'm staying with it. But, I mean, the reality is if we're talking about a third-string quarterback, then, you know.
Well, the thing is it's their defense that's going to do most of the work anyway, and the Panthers have looked god-awful with Teddy Bridgewater. So if they start P.J. Walker, I would pick the Panthers all day, every day because he's the XFL. He's up the gut like royalty here. So, so Dak Prescott is out for the season. Washington wins it.
Hey, I no, never mind. I can't defend my comments.
Is the Broncos still playing at all? Do they exist still?
I was going to mount.
We're almost there. Actually, we are there.
Oh, we are.
So I do want to say that your Derrick Henry comment just made this show the best it's probably ever been. Because now we have something that will run the gag will run throughout all our shows. There will be at least one pick every week where we'll say Derrick Henry is running like a champ. I pick the Chiefs to win.
Get the clip. Make a clip of him.
I get so confused between the Titans and the Texans because I don't give a shit about either team.
I'm with you.
And so but Derrick Henry also has a very sore spot in that, like, in my fantasy league, I picked him like his rookie year out, and he did jack for me, nothing. And then the next year, I watched some other guy pick him up and just like go crazy.
I want Derrick Henry to play the Chiefs so bad I can't stand it, but we don't need him. I mean, it's a problem. We don't freaking need him, but I want him so bad. I love the guy.
So Ryan Tannehill's been playing like a champ, so I think the Texans will do pretty good.
Third string killed the Steelers.
Yeah, we're just talking about the chats are going crazy about the football team quarterbacks. So they're saying that Haskins is the third string quarterback, and it doesn't matter because the Steelers suck. But we're talking about the Panthers, and they're right in the same boat. They lost to the Packers.
Well, I mean, they're going to have
They lost to the Packers.
regardless of whether the Steelers put up points or not, their defense is still standing there. So you got to be able to score. I mean,
Yep. So I think we're locked in. So this one is probably a little more interesting than it should be. But this is right up the Tastebud Guys' alley. So what do you think? Broncos at Chargers?
Ever pick the Broncos for anything? We're going Chargers.
Chargers!
You guys are in agreement. I am also going to pick the Chargers because I found out whenever Drew Lock played the Bills beforehand that he is the worst quarterback under pressure in the NFL as a starting quarterback.
I actually like Drew Lock. I would didn't play for the frickin' Broncos because he's from your area now, Patrick.
Yeah.
But I like the guy. I really wish he played for anybody with the Broncos, but I can't root for him. Sorry. Chargers.
No, see, I don't hate the Broncos like you guys do, but I do like Drew Lock. But whenever you're the worst quarterback under pressure in the NFL and you're going up against any Bosa, I got to pick the team with the Bosa. So Chargers for me, Matt.
Technically, Technically, Travis Kelce has the worst passing rating in the league.
He is not a quarterback.
Sorry, go ahead, Matt.
I love LaDainian Tomlinson, so they'll take the Chargers.
There you go. So in the comments, Nathan says Chargers. Fitzpatrick has a great beard. Both true.
True, yeah.
And then Heather says Chargers by 30, and Chad says Donkeys 17, Chargers 25. So I'll take this one. And this one was actually really tough for me because I want to keep rooting for the Cowboys because I picked them to go to the Super Bowl, which probably isn't going to happen.
You picked the Cowboys for the Super Bowl this year?
Yeah, before the season ever started.
The fact that you picked them at all anytime after 1996 is crazy.
That's true. But I'm actually going to pick the Eagles because I did like the way Hurts looked the last game. So Eagles for me, Matt. You?
Oh, I'm all about the Eagles. I'm liking what I see out of Jalen Hurts.
He's no Carson Wentz, but I'll accept it.
That's why they're winning.
So, Tastebud Guys.
My hat was really hot. I took it off. Now I look like one of them anime characters from Naruto.
Oh, poor you guy with your crazy hair. Oh, poor you.
Anime for the win. I got to go Eagles, I think. No, I'm Eagles. Eagles, I'm in.
All right. This may surprise you, Patrick, in that
you're going to pick the opposite of
my level of ignorance in football is going to possibly show itself here. I haven't seen an Eagles game in at least 2 years. But
you haven't missed much.
Well, that would be due to they won't play him.
Amari Cooper was on my
trying to watch
fantasy team, and that's all I know about the Cowboys. So I guess I have to go Cowboys.
There you go. Yeah. All right, so this one.
And just so you know, Derrick Henry was also on my fantasy team.
I forgot who the Eagles were playing. I'm getting pretty deep into this whiskey now. And I thought I just knew the Eagles, and you said Amari Cooper. I'm like, Eagles don't have him. I'm glad I righted that shit before I said anything. So,
to be fair, if it was a different
to be fair. Okay, sorry. Rams Seahawks. I don't even know where we're starting anymore.
Ooh,
that'll be.
I think it's you, actually, Patrick.
We'll go with me. This one is a lot harder than it should be because the Seahawks should have this one, but the Rams just came off a humiliating loss, and it's a division game. Any division game is just it's up in the air. It could be anything. I'll go Seahawks. Matt.
I'm going to go Seahawks. It's going to be another weird game where Russell Wilson.
Aaron Donald throws for 300 yards.
No, Russell Wilson plays like garbage, but they still win. I don't know how.
I agree with that.
Good.
I hate the Rams. I hate them. I hate them as a team. I hated them when they were in St. Louis. I hated when the owner moved them from St. Louis to California. I hate them. And I have to go Rams.
That was a great lead up.
You're welcome.
We have Rams, Hawks by 3. And Chad picked the Eagles.
100% on board with everything Patrick said, and I'm also Seahawks.
Oh.
And I do not like the Seahawks. I hate the Seahawks. I hate everything about the Seahawks. I hate Russell Wilson and his short little running ass throwing dimes to Lockett for no reason, and it makes no sense. But I pick the Seahawks.
Win big or lose big. I don't think there's any intermediate. But I'm still going to say it's the Seahawks, and I'm going to say it's going to be a fairly big game, big win.
Don't pick a big game. Don't pick a big win in division, man. It just.
Can you show us on the doll where the Rams hurt you?
If I stand like this, can you point? So I didn't like him when they was here either, so it doesn't matter to me. Whatever.
I didn't like them when they're here, and somehow when they moved, I got more pissed at the team. Like I did too. I think the owner is a complete You know what? Hey, I heard we don't cuss on the show, so I'm not gonna fill in the blanks.
Definitely doesn't fucking happen here.
Definitely elves around.
Just a huge ass bag. He's a massive ass bag.
I agree.
I hate the owner of the Rams.
I agree.
What's that?
I think most NFL owners are ass bags. I think you kind of have to be to get the position.
I was going to say I don't like the Hunts either.
That's
but
fair.
You haven't met the Pagulas. They're just angels. They're amazing people. I love them.
Jones. And that's all the owners I can think of. So,
on to the next one.
Actually, I heard the owners of the Royals, or one of the owners of the Royals, is a pretty good guy.
His name rhymes with Patrick Mahomes.
It is, actually.
That's called a callback.
Mm-hmm. He's a good dude. If I ever find out that fucker's beating his girlfriend, I'm done. I'll never watch football again.
Haven't you seen his Nebraska Furniture Mart commercials? He's not beating her, man. They are in love. They're having children. There's going to be little Patrick Mahomes running around.
I am completely in on that guy. I watched one by him the other day. Apparently, he also does one for a supermarket which we don't get down here. It's a Hy-Vee commercial. And he's like throwing footballs out in the field. And I guess like his neighbor's like, or he's talking to his neighbor. He's like, oh man, he's like, I could throw as long as I'm throwing out to the east. There's like nothing east. He goes, Patrick, that's to the west. He goes, oh, dang it. Be right back. He takes off running to the store and goes and buys new groceries for everybody. And he's one of the guys. He like lands a football in the middle of his grill. And so when he gets to the door, he's like, I'm sorry about the hot dogs, man. And so apparently that's a thing on Reddit now, is everybody's like, sorry about the hot dogs.
I can't believe he does commercials for Nebraska Furniture.
I knew nothing about that. It was here. I want to do something with you guys real quick. Like we shouldn't get off on tangents anymore, but we are. So I want you to look around. Everybody look around the room. Look at something.
Yes.
Just look at something. Patrick Mahomes does a commercial for that. Live in Kansas City, and every other commercial is Patrick Mahomes.
Mine's actually legit. I was looking at the Pop's authentic meat snacks we have sitting above our TV there.
He does a commercial for those?
No, I'm just saying it would be a legit commercial if he did, because he's from Missouri.
Oh,
whatever.
Banks, grocery stores, furniture marts, everything. He does commercials for us. Okay,
we only see Travis Kelce down here in the Springfield area.
Titans and Packers.
Matt, who's ringing?
That's what I was going to say. Who the hell's ringing?
Not I.
That'd be mine.
Oh, me.
Sorry,
that's different.
Oh, okay. I have a very special delivery from Wisconsin, a beer delivery, and I'm gonna.
You should probably step out of the room and take that. Actually, because if we don't, I want that beer really bad. So go ahead and want Packers or Titans, and I'll deliver it for you.
You know, here's the kicker. Derrick Henry plays for the Titans, so I'll go Packers.
All right, Matt, what do you got?
I'm sorry, I'm in the middle of live stream.
I know how terrible our defense is against the run, and I know that's what Derrick Henry does best, so I'm taking the Titans.
You shouldn't. You're a fan, man. You got to dig in on that one.
But I'm also a realist.
I know, but you got to. Aaron Rodgers is listening right now, and he just found out their greatest fan went against them.
Aaron Rodgers knows that Derrick Henry's going to run all over that defense.
He just grabbed his left nut and said, oh my God, I can't believe you did that to me.
What did Matt just do to me? All right, Chris, what do you got?
I mean, it's going to be the Packers. I mean, there's no way. Packers is a Super Bowl team. Titans is not.
I wish.
So I am also going to say that Derrick Henry is going to run rampant on you guys. He's going to tear up your defense.
Hold on.
So I pick Packers.
Go to the comments right quick. Nathan is questioning my fanhood.
He is, man. But
he is. Here's the thing. Nathan Eddie, I am a real fan. That's how I know we're going to lose. I don't have that loyalty blinders because what's the Packers? Of course we're going to win. No. We have the same shitty run defense we had last year when Raheem Mostert became the scariest thing to come to town.
Hold on. Wait. Now get him. Get him, Matt.
Yeah, we already had two men coming through Green Bay, Raheem Mostert and Dalvin Cook. And they both ran for over 200 on us. I mean, it looked like ass. And you think Derrick Henry can't do that? Derrick Henry's better than the both of them combined. If he doesn't get the single game rushing record, I'll be surprised. Believe me, I want to be wrong. But I'm not going to.
Raheem was on my fantasy team, and no, it was no good.
Yeah, he didn't have a great year this year, but boy, last year in the playoffs, he came out of nowhere.
Here's the thing about the Packers is they're from Wisconsin. And you know what also is from Wisconsin? New Glarus
Timely.
Brewing Company.
New Glarus.
Ooh, I like New Glarus.
I had to take a call because you can only get New Glarus beer in Wisconsin.
You cannot have it shipped. It only comes from there. And we just happened to have somebody going up there in the next day or so, and she called just now.
And she said, what? I gave her $30. And she said, what beer can I get you? I said, what do they have? She said, they have Spotted Cow, a good standard farmhouse lager, Two Women, which we've also had.
Also great.
I've only had the Spotted Cow. Is that what you said?
Yeah,
Yep,
yeah,
that's good.
I think that's the one I've had.
That's their standard.
That's their standard, yeah.
They had Fat Squirrel, which I'd have no
I haven't
idea
had
what it
that.
is.
It sounds like an IPA to me, though.
A couple of things in a sampler
Or
pack.
a Nutty Brown.
It's probably
Could
a
be
Nutty
a
Brown.
brown. Yeah, you're right.
And they had a sampler pack, and
Which we've had.
I said, how much is their sampler pack? She said $17.99. I give her $30. I said, get the sampler pack, get anything else you can get for $30. And she said, would you like me to just get everything they have and then you pay me the remainder? And I said, yes.
Yes.
That is the solid decision. I like it.
I
So
hope seasonal.
whenever you guys do that, let me know. And as long as it's in January, I will be there.
Yeah, we can make that happen.
Can be, yeah.
New Glarus is one of those like magical unicorn
Hey,
beers.
while we're off on beer for just a second, we take a tangent.
You might as well, man. That's in any time soon.
Patrick, I'm so sorry.
I got to go to work in about an hour and a half. Oh, that's a beautiful can.
That really is nice.
That's a collaboration of Missouri breweries for some sort of charity benefit. But there's a solid number of 15.
around Kansas City.
KC Beer Co. is up there. There's a couple of Kansas City breweries that are part of this.
That right over Lyle. Hang on. There we go.
There you go. That's much better.
So these guys, all the head brewers, went to O'Fallon Brewery and chalked up a recipe and brewed it in a day. They stayed the night, finished it the next day, all went home. And let me read these breweries real quick.
Well, I want to say that this is the second one of them we've had because he dropped the first one in the parking lot. But go ahead.
I did. We had to finish the beers in the parking lot because I got them to go and then dropped them. 4x4 Brewing Company in Springfield, Broadway Brewery, Crane Brewery.
Been there out of Columbia. Where's Crane?
Patrick, East 40.
Been there.
Been there. Where's Crane?
You guys have been there.
I know. I told him that. Where's Crane Brewing?
Casey.
Casey? Okay, I haven't been there, but I've had their beer.
Friendship Brewing, Holdfast, Casey Beer Co., Logboat, Lost Signal,
Been there.
Missouri Beer Company, Mother's
there.
Brew Co.,
Been there.
Narrow Gauge Brewing Company,
Never heard of it.
Petrichor,
Never heard of it. Can't even say it.
Piney River Public House, Schlafly, Side Project, Springfield Brewing Company, Third Wheel, Tyne Timber, Two Plumbers, and Urban Chestnut.
Yes.
Wow.
Solid,
I've been to
solid IPA.
All right, we're gonna hit up some comments real quick.
Sorry.
Yeah.
No, you're fine. I love talking beer.
Can't find that beer. Hey, go out and check it out because those guys spend a lot of time putting effort into that for a fundraiser, and you should try it. It is a little IPA-ish, so if you don't like hops, it might not be your thing, but buy one for somebody that does like hops.
It's supporting the Missouri Craft Brewers Guild.
Yes, Colby. We answer the phone for beer. It's important.
If you've got some tequila, Colby, that you need me to answer the phone for,
It gets better. He may, but he wins.
He does win.
I don't give a damn what Josh Allen's do as long as he's throwing touchdowns and winning games.
This is how he practices.
So I will say, Matt is a realist when it comes to his Packers. Their run defense is god awful. That has been their kryptonite, their Achilles heel for several years. The running good running backs and running quarterbacks.
Ever since Mike Pettin took over as defensive coordinator.
So I get where he's at. I still think that I don't go against Aaron Rodgers. And I also say I do agree with what Nathan said. When it comes to fan loyalty, I will pick the Bills every week. Whether I think they win, whether I think they lose, I pick the Bills every week. That's my fandom. I still understand where you're coming from, Matt. I'm not knocking you for
I
it.
think that's your underwear this time, Patrick.
Me thinking that my team's going to lose doesn't mean I'm not loyal to them. Just means I know the Packers' strengths and weaknesses.
Well, Matt and I, for years, we did a pick like we do here, where we pick the games, and I lost probably because I picked the Bills every week, regardless.
And he
If a
knew
Bills played a game, I picked, and I lost a lot because that's when you had EJ Manuel, who's about the worst quarterback next to JP Lossman. Fuck that guy.
Wait. Did you just say?
I didn't say anything.
He said he was on his naughty list.
I heard there was a distinct fuck that guy.
No, naughty list. That's what he
So
said.
hear it up to gut. We do have a segment that is not kid friendly, and it has been replaced by naughty and nice list, but it is fuck that guy.
This week.
Because sometimes, especially if you're a fan of football, you sit there and you say, "Man, fuck that guy."
I'm probably going to
So-
say about Derrick Henry next week.
It just came so natural that it happened.
Don't dog on the Texans, man. The Texans are good.
Texans are awesome. I love Derrick Henry.
Hey, Alex.
So-
Patrick, we have run out of beer, and I've went so long now that I'm not even measuring how much water I'm pouring in my whiskey. So,
Well, we're almost there. I promise you,
All
because
right.
we saved the
I'm just-
best for last, and I am
Yeah.
going to let Matt start on this one. This has been the most hated game for a Bills fan for a long time. Matt, what you got?
Oh, I got the Bills. The Bills are going to wreck shop this weekend. Bills by 30.
I like it. I like it. Tastebud Guys.
who the hell's Bills? I can't remember who the hell Bills are.
The only question is, I'm just concerned if your wife is going to be able to keep up with your self sex drive after the Bills win this game.
You've heard of Super Bowl babies? I'm going to have like 3 after the Bills win. Just saying.
No, he's already. What, you got 4 kids right now?
4 kids.
4 kids, yeah. He introduced me to all of them, and I'm like, I don't know their names now.
Bills.
They all look alike. They're just a couple boys, couple girls. They all look alike. Anyway.
All right. Well, I mean, I don't know who the
Patriots.
Bills are, but I assume they're going to beat the Patriots, so we're going to go Bills.
I would pick anybody to beat the Patriots right now. Cam Newton sucks. Lyle, did you?
Agreed. I hate Cam Newton.
What's that?
I hated him before, and I hate him now. And fuck Cam Newton. Put
See,
that
I-
on your list.
I actually like Cam Newton fine, but I don't like
I
the
don't.
Patriots.
I don't.
hate
I've
the
never
Patriots.
liked Cam Newton. I still. Well, who Jags? That who he's for? I think.
Panthers.
Fuck that guy. So
Yes.
We're jumping right on that.
I
I
would-
didn't hear Lyle's pick. Did you pick the
here's
Bills?
what I wish. I wish Cam Newton would go to the Broncos.
No, I'm okay with that.
You
Yeah,
can't- Patrick,
that'd be
you-
great.
You can't hear my pick over Chris's hatred of Cam Newton.
No, I can't hear it because I'm over here like, yeah. Fuck Cam Newton.
That guy, you fucking hair slick back. Fuck that guy all the way around.
He literally had commercials running on television. I'm Cam Newton. I'm getting myself ready. No one believes in me. I'm going to tear the league up. He goes to the Patriots, who have not lost the division in 182 years, and he sucked horribly.
Yeah, put Heather's comment up there.
Oh my gosh! Hold on. Yes, that all day,
There.
every day. I hated the Patriots. I hated him. It was a perfect marriage.
I don't.
Before there was Lamar Jackson hate, there
I
was
could say the
Cam
only
Newton
thing
hate.
better would be is if he went to either Raiders or Broncos. Heather, I don't know how to say your last name, but I'm with you.
All right. We're gonna run through some comments real quick.
I said
Heather, the
Bills,
Patriots
by the
didn't.
way.
Just the fans.
Yeah, that's true. So we got a bunch of Bills picks. We got Chad saying Bills 34, Patriots 14. Nathan says Bills, is that a college team? Nathan and I went into a Lids in a mall, and I said, do you have any Bills hats? And the lady said, is that a college team?
No,
I died a little bit
get
inside.
mail every month. Yes.
So Alex says, Patrick, you're not having kids when you're 60. I think he's saying that's when the Bills will win the Super Bowl, and I'm not 60 this year. So
So you have time.
I'm not either.
I picked the Bills. I don't think this one's even going to be close.
Hey, on a plus note, Patrick, I just figured out last night that I'm 1 year younger than I thought I was. So
that'll happen when you get as old as you are.
It is. I was like doing the math last night. I'm like, holy shit, I'm only this age.
Whiskey makes you forget things.
Whiskey does a lot of great things. Make my face.
It's added
red.
about 20 pounds to my weight this year.
Whiskey? You sure wasn't the beer on Saturday?
And beer. I mean, I generalize.
All right. So, one quick question to you guys.
Yes.
Bye, Chad.
Bye, Chad. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out. But do the Bills rest the starters?
I think they should. I mean, if you don't have a perfect record, there's no reason to, and I feel the same way about the Chiefs.
There's no bye. There's no way we're going to take the Chiefs out of the bye.
We're locked. I don't know why we're playing Mahomes and taking the risk. We should be playing all second, third string stuff at this point.
Give him some experience, right?
Yeah. Why are we even bothering risking our primary players? I say the same thing for the Bills. I mean, we want to put on a good show, but on the same note, I'd be very interested to see what our third string does.
In my opinion, I would think, and I mean, this is coming from a guy who's, very impressed with Derrick Henry's performance on the Texans. I think
him and JJ Watt make a hell of a duo.
Yeah,
I'll say that.
It's insane. No, but like if it was me, I think I would hold the first string until you're like in deep shit trouble, or at least like going like, okay, this is actually not working.
Did you see that sack that Mahomes took last game? You didn't, because you didn't watch.
No,
he got pinned between two guys like that.
No, I'm
scared
not,
the fuck
I'm
out
saying,
of me. I'm like, no, sir, get him out of that game. We don't need this game.
Start the second string and see how it goes. Like if second string's holding their own, like, all right, then be, great. And if they aren't, like maybe we throw in some.
Start their starters. If they win next week, then they'll start resting, because then I don't think anybody can catch them for that number one spot.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire got hurt last week because on a stupid little run.
Yeah.
And he's down right. We don't need that. We need Clyde.
They run Clyde into like a wall.
It's true, but he wasn't even on a wall. This one, he was running outside route, and he still freaking got a bad.
You guys got Le'Veon Bell. I think you guys will be all right with the running, but you do have to win this next one. If you don't win this next one, then you got to start the next one.
Le'Veon runs, wiggles through a few guys, and occasionally gets some yardage. Clyde takes 6 guys and drags them with him for another 8 yards.
Heather's with me on this.
I just already popped that up. You're on it.
Yeah, Lyle's always on it, which usually I'm about 1 second behind, so they all just flash on the screen real quick and they're gone. So
that does happen, but that goes
last week about only one of us can produce this show. Get your hands off the keyboard.
Hang on, wait a minute. I got to pop up Alex's. Patrick, I'm sorry.
Why would you do this? I purposely didn't put that one up there.
No. So
what team are we talking about?
I think he's talking about the Bills. He's a Chiefs fan.
I have no knowledge of the Bills to even comment on that.
I'm just as a general thing. I go back to Justin Herbert and some of the. I know there's mostly QBs and all QBs, Minshew, but like those guys in the second string have got to be like hungry to like prove themselves. And so like if you put them in a good circumstance where there's not a ton of pressure, I think they'll perform. I don't know. That's my thing.
I think that Buffalo should start. Sorry, Matt. Go ahead.
I was going to say, the Chiefs have to lock up that number 1 seed first before putting the backups in.
Yep.
The Steelers could, if you lose the last 2, the Steelers can still come and take it.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
All right.
Buffalo could still have a chance at it too.
I guess.
No. Yeah. No, we can't.
But
if you guys lost the last 2, we'd worst tie and Chiefs would get it. So
if we're up 2 scores, I say everybody comes out.
I think that as far as that goes, like Buffalo, I think we should play a half. If we go up, then just let the second half win, lose, cruise with the backups. But that way you keep your starters in game motion, but then you limit the possibility for injury because, John Brown's on IR. We've had a lot of people beat up over the years. So, that's the point. Do you keep them moving and keep them used to the game speed, or do you rest them to let them get healthy? So you gotta find the happy medium, which is near impossible. No one's ever going to be happy.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right, guys. Well, again, thank you so much for coming on the show. I didn't mean to keep you for almost 2.5 hours. It was a good time.
Hey, you know what? This is a shorter time than the Texans have had Derrick Henry. Wait,
I like it.
Longer time than. Yeah.
Hey, this ain't much longer than we normally go, so yeah, we're in good shape, and we expected it. So
thank you so much for having us,
Yeah.
Patrick and Archibald. Which I refuse to call you Matt from here on out.
no, there's no Matthew. Matthew just
Victory.
Hey, Archibald's like middle name when he says it, and B, it's not even my name.
So,
Hey,
thanks for coming. Like I said, guys,
come around and rooting for the Chiefs. We'll talk about it. So
check them out. YouTube, Tastebud Guys, all the social medias. You guys still got that TikTok going strong?
have no idea. Somebody else would manage that if they did. We only Facebook and YouTube is the only two things we actually take time to put stuff on.
Sometimes Instagram.
Yeah, I guess we do Instagram.
I have a TikTok that has some shots of the studio.
Yeah, we
That's about it.
Somebody else pretty much manages the rest of that stuff, and they don't do much of a job at it. So pretty much YouTube's all we really care about. So follow us on YouTube.
Where it's at.
Facebook gets a little more content, but YouTube's where it's at. And yeah, Monday Night Lives are our primary focus right now. And then we've got regular releases 3 times a week. So those Tastebud Guys or just Tastebud Guys should get you about everything.
Yep. And their Monday Night Live is very similar to where this is. It just kind of goes where the wind blows them.
Yeah.
It's drinking, and the later you stick with it, the funnier it usually gets.
We did. I was making fun of it the other night because we started out drinking, and then we went to football, gaming, music, and something else.
Back to drinking.
Well, we ended up drinking. Anyhow, we did like 4 different topics. We was all over the place. So
no, we just like to hang on Monday nights. We like to hang out. Like we usually shoot our episodes on Monday night for the show, the professional episodes,
which means we're already drunk.
And then we usually after that we usually hang out with some friends. Patrick, Matt, if you ever make it down here, friends will stop by and we hang out. We have a few drinks. We chill out a little bit, and we wanted Monday nights to be that on live stream. So that's where we are for Monday nights.
It's usually an hour and a half to 2 hours. So if you hang in, all we care about is making comments and talking to you. So
I will make a trip to Springfield area in Buffalo in January.
Yeah.
Because I'm tired of seeing Tyler in that chair. I need to be that chair back there.
It's right here, buddy.
How'd you go, Tyler? You're getting the boot.
But we'll be there. I'll be there. And like I said, we need to get Matt at least video on a Monday at some point.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Where I'm not overpowering the conversation because I tend to talk a lot. But thank you guys so much again. Everybody check them out. YouTube.com/Tastebud Guys, all the social media Tastebud Guys. And if you don't know what you like to drink, they'll tell you what you like to drink.
We'll find out.
We'll help you
figure it out.
Guys, thanks so much.
See y'all.
All right, Matt. Well, that was a long show, and I know that you're wore out and ready to go to bed. So
that's okay, because today was my last day of 2 jobs.
Listen, we're gonna get this thing going. We're gonna get after this, and we're gonna keep talking football. So what else are you gonna do but tell your moms about us?
That's right.
All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Like, subscribe, do all that stuff, and we'll be back, and maybe we'll do a New Year's special. See who we can get on here. We'll get another guest on here, and thanks for joining us. You got anything else, Matt? Oh, you good? Okay. Bye.